Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the July 19th, 2012 edition of the Saving Progress podcast. I, as always, am your host, Northern Lion, here with my esteemed co-hosts, Michael A.L. Fox.
Hey, whoa, what's going on? Hey!
Pursuing his career as a recording artist now. And there it goes. All right, and our other host, Josh Smith, J. Smith, OTI.
It's getting harder and harder
I
to
hate
make
you, Mike
these
Fox.
intros.
It's the train wreck from the get-go.
Keep it going.
How's it going, Josh?
I'm
How
doing
you
really
doing?
well. Mike Fox is that was an amazing introduction. I can't believe I held back the laughter for that long. But I'm doing
Thank
well.
you.
Thank you for asking. It's great to be here.
Truly a living picture of mental illness joins us in the studio today.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm proud of what I am.
I'm proud of you, Foxy. You've done well for yourself for being mentally handicapped.
It's
Yes.
true, actually. It's a big day for us. Actually,
We're
it's not.
finally able to come out and say on the podcast that Mike has accomplished all that he has in spite of his debilitating condition of genital warts.
And webbed feet.
He does have webbed feet. He's a
Webbed
great
feet.
swimmer.
Like a
Actually,
duck.
yeah, that's true.
He's like the mini Michael Phelps.
In fact, he's such a great swimmer, he actually used to live in a town called Bath.
He
Yeah.
needs one.
That's good, Bath, Ontario. Historic. Used to be bigger than Toronto. Crazy. I know.
When? Like the dawn of time?
Yeah.
Pretty much when
was
back in
Toronto
the,
just
like,
a tribe of native Canadians. Do you say
like-
native Canadians? Is that a thing? Native Americans?
Say
No.
Aboriginals.
We call them First Nations, you ding dong.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm behind the times on the PC terms.
Yeah. Wait, what are
No,
they?
Bath used to be like a big settlement place. Like all the peeps from Britain came over and started chopping down our trees and
All the
building
peeps from Briton.
houses. Well, what else are we gonna call them? Chaps? I don't know.
Chaps would be good.
Yeah.
Chaps?
I'm wearing chaps right now, actually.
All right, let's get in our lorry and go get some shingles for our roof and our garage.
What is the rough?
It's a roof.
All right, well, this has gone far too long already.
Can we get a
Michael-
laugh track?
No,
We
Mike
can't even
Fox,
get
you
real
cannot get a
laughs.
laugh track.
Why not? It's getting hard to laugh on these things. It just hurts my vocal cords.
Yeah, we got to rest those beauties up for your concert at Carnegie Hall this weekend.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Yeah, you're going places.
There's your laugh track.
I'll be the laugh track. Okay.
Michael A.L. Fox,
Yeah.
I heard you had some administrative notes on Saving Progress for us to begin our meeting today.
Of course, saving progress. There's a lot of stuff kind of going on behind the scenes, working on our business strategies and our mergers and acquisitions and all that stuff. But the most notable thing that we can tell people, well, we mentioned last week we kind of launched the forums.savingprogress.com. Cool place, actually. I'm surprised at how many people have gone over there. Like, it's pretty active, so the rest of you punks who haven't gone over yet should get over before it's like your usernames are taken or whatever. Cool Guy 69 was snatched up, and I still need to do the infographic, but I think there's probably like at least like almost 24 variations of Cool Guy.
There's
like
Yeah.
Cool Guy 69, then
Northern Lion.
like XXX Cool Guy 69.
Cool Guy 69
XXX.
69.
Yeah, Cool Guy 69 69 is a great name.
The two popular ones are the cool guys. Then you also have like Northern Lion sucks or some sort of variation of
Northern
Fuck
Loin
Ryan
is my
69.
favorite.
Yeah, those are personal favorites of mine.
Northern Loin.
confused the
Sometimes
hell
I
out of
I look at a topic and I'm like, started by Northern Lion. I don't remember making this post at all.
It's good because he knows a lot about you too. So sometimes you'll think it's actually, coming from the mouth of the horse, so to speak. And you have to take a moment to look at his name. Southern Bear, I like that. Somebody claimed Southern Bear too, which is cool. But I called you in one episode or something.
So the forums are getting surprisingly active and surprisingly hilarious. So yeah, forums.savingprogress.com. Come over and check it out. If only 1% of the people watching this go and make an account on the forums, which takes like 2 seconds. That's like, 80 to 100 new members. That's pretty cool.
True.
Come join in on the fun.
Yeah, and as well, do keep in mind, like this, I'm considering kind of like the alpha stage or something in the forums. It's very basic and stuff. So when you go there, don't be like, oh shit, this sucks. It's not even close to the final product. It's really cool. We're working on, personalizing saving progress and all that good stuff, and obviously implementing changes, fixes, and fixing bugs and stuff like that. So don't be like, oh, this sucks, like I'm leaving. It's we need your input as well. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I want people coming over and helping us kind of direct the forums to some extent. So come in early, get your say. You're kind of like some sort of founders of the Saving Progress forums, and you can look back at this day in 10 years and be like, holy shit, that was me.
I was on the cusp
Exactly.
of greatness.
Yeah,
Come early, and Michael A.L. Fox will make sure that you come often.
exactly. That's what I'm here for. I'll even clean it up too. So,
You don't have to clean it up if you just swallow it.
but then it's got to come out the other end, and that's not cool.
Never thought of it that way.
What, do you think it gets like stuck on the hole when it comes out?
No, just like you eat certain foods, and then they, your poop gets all different. So I don't know what would happen when you swallow that stuff. Maybe you're gonna have a bit of a case of mud butt or something. I don't know. I don't know these things. Somebody tell me, please.
What would happen?
Yeah, if you want to talk about how your composition of your fecal matter changes after you swallow ejaculate, come over to the forums at Saving Progress and make a nice little discussion about it.
Yeah.
By the way, still waiting on some actual proof, as Michael A. Fox has posited twice now, that there are people who can actually vomit shit.
Dude, people have posted like links and stuff in your.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they
People
did.
have posted comments. They're like, Northern Line, I wish I took pictures. My friend's grandma had this once. It was terrible. And I'm like, well, back it up, motherfucker. Give me a Wikipedia link or something. Nobody has ever come back after that.
Dude,
Okay.
shitting out of your mouth? Is that what?
Yes, it's a thing. You can shit out
It
of
is
your.
not a
you
thing
vomit.
at all.
You vomit fecal matter. I'm telling you.
If there
My
ever was a
peeps-
thing that was not a thing more than this thing, it would be that.
No, it is. People comments below. You heard it. Do like to do links on YouTube. You do like Wikipedia and then dot, but don't like spell out the word dot and put a couple spaces in there and brackets and stuff, and then slash and then whatever. You can't put the
mouth.
dots. So just do it that way. Yet let's solve this mystery once and for
It's
all.
the riddle of the Sphinx.
I still think you're fucking with me.
I'm not. Unless if I'm fucking with you, then it's because somebody fucked with me and made me think it was real. And, I don't joke about shit.
It's true. Except for that time, like a minute and a half ago when you said mud butt.
Hey, that's true. Man, that's a real thing, so.
Alright, so this has been a weird opening to the podcast so far.
Welcome to Saving Progress, episode 69.
7.
Yeah, perpetually
49.
episode 69 on the Saving Progress podcast. Hey, Josh Smith.
Hey, Ryan Latorno.
You don't have to say my name on camera. That's making me a little uncomfortable.
We're not on
I'll
camera.
delete that.
All right, we'll take that out in post.
Yeah.
What video games have you been playing the week of July 12th to July 19th?
Oh, July. Okay, so this is pretty big week for everyone in gaming, mostly because Steam sales have been
Correct.
going on. So
Finally.
yes, it's about time. After weeks of saying, "All right, it's gonna be today. It's gonna be today," and it finally happened. So, okay, so what have I been playing? I've been playing Batman: Arkham City a lot, and
How's that?
it is amazing. Have you played the first?
I've not, but I'm excited to play the Wii U version in November.
Okay, whatever.
Don't do it.
I guess if you have to play this game, maybe whatever. Okay, so it's really good. It's really fucking good.
All right.
So consider it's like I don't know. It's a really great brawler with an awesome storyline. Batman has all the cameos from every single person that's ever been in the the Batman universe. It's just
Is Michelle Pfeiffer in it?
Michelle Pfeiffer is you play as Michelle Pfeiffer actually. So
Meow.
yeah. No, it's a really great game. The only regret I have is waiting this long to actually play it. But thank God for the Steam sale. Put it down to like $10. I think I got it at. So I've been kind of cruising my way through that. But cruising is a terrible word because I've been playing it for I don't know maybe like 3 hours, and I think I'm like 5% in.
Damn.
Yeah, so there's a lot of side missions. There's I guess a pretty lengthy ass main mission or main quest as well. But yeah, you pretty much have open reign to this entire city lot. There's plenty of bad guys and just different paths to take throughout the course of the game. Really great, really fun.
Yeah, I picked up Arkham City in the Steam sale as well for, I think it was like $10.19.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty smoking deal. I haven't touched it yet, along with like 95% of the other games that I picked up in the Steam sale so far, but I'm looking forward to a rainy day when I'll get an afternoon and sit down with Arkham City for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
What about Arkham Asylum?
Pardon me?
What about Arkham Asylum? I've never played either.
I played Arkham Asylum with like a friend, and so we kind of just took turns like playing through the entire game. And that game, it was the same as Arkham City. I want to say, like, you know, it's great. So if you haven't played either of them, I mean, I definitely you might want to start at Arkham Asylum, but it's not necessary per se. But it's a fantastic game as well. Yeah, totally recommend. Great brawler, plenty of combos, plenty of moves, plenty of flash, plenty of just everything great that you want in a action platformer.
Does it have Danny DeVito in it?
It has a yes, it has Danny DeVito. He's the Nightman.
All right, good.
No, so it has Penguin's in it, Two-Face, Joker, everyone. So yeah. Good game.
Does it have Heath Ledger in it?
I hate you. Stop asking.
What about Michael Keaton?
Yeah, they're
Is
all.
Michael Keaton still alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
Yeah, he's doing Multiplicity too.
What do they call it?
Multiversity.
The good one.
Multiversity, yeah.
Multiversity.
Yeah.
It's like the fourth Multiplicity reference in these podcasts, I swear to
I
God.
could keep going.
It's a little Easter egg. Anyways, so after Batman Arkham City, I've also got into the Counter-Strike Go beta.
Oh yeah, son!
It's pretty fun. I never really got into Counter-Strike as a whole. Like as a kid, you know, I played like a little bit, but never really wanted. I don't know. Nothing really drew me to it, I suppose. But
Yeah.
I really enjoyed being able to play with you and a few of like our friends over the weekend and everything. Just getting a few rounds in. I really kind of like taken to it. So
Yeah, it was really great how you guys vote kicked the shit out of me in like every game.
well, you deserved it, dude. Those rocking those dual pistols.
Yeah.
And going
Dual
like all
pistols?
out again, like with the knife. I killed like 4 people with a knife just one round. It was just ridiculous.
You did somehow. I don't understand. But you were like Wolverine. We just opened up your cage and you went to town with your claws.
I don't mess around.
We would just let you go. We'd like hold up in the spot and then we just see like all these kills pop up on the screen. It's like, you won the round. What the fuck? We didn't even do anything.
How did Josh do that? Yeah. I'm not good. Anyways, fantastic game. I look forward to playing it more. Not sure about that. Okay, there was one mode where you kill a person and then your gun like upgrades to like the next round.
Oh yeah, arms race.
Arms race, yes. It's interesting. I want more out of that because there's only the 2 maps that you can play.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. Another weird thing about CS:GO is just the amount of bots or like the amount of games that you can't get into that are full of human people.
Yes.
I kind of find that a little, I see that a lot. And I
It
don't
was
know.
a little weird too because we were 5 people and we were trying to get into games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's difficult to find games with 5 open slots, especially if you all want to be on the same team. So I think that's why when we like partied up together and queued like that, we got a lot of games where it's like, okay, here's you versus 5 bots.
Right. Yeah, that was awkward for everyone. Hey, is something funny, Mike Fox? You laughing over there?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell the rest of the class?
So
Take your time, buddy.
I was just reading up some news on Tom Hanks' Electric City. The Revolt is coming to like
What are you reading?
coming to iOS and Google Play. And then I look at the comments, and the first comment is a picture of Wilson from Castaway. I don't know why I find it so funny.
What is Tom Hanks?
Michael
Tom
Fox.
Hanks has like some kind of animated series called Electric City, and they're making a game off of it apparently, and it was released today or whenever this article was, which is yesterday. So, and I don't know, somebody just posted a comment with the Wilson ball, with the bloody hand, and
Yeah.
it's got the face on it.
Did
I
it
just
say anything, or that's it?
No, it's just a picture of that.
Yeah, all right. I'm just wondering. Like, maybe the Wilson was like an avatar or something, and never mind.
It's just...
Whatever.
I can't wait until next week when I'm like, Mike, what have you been playing? Tom Hanks, Electric City.
I think I might have to try it out. It's on iOS. I haven't played any iPhone games in about a year. And that was Plants vs Zombies. So got to get back on the mobile train.
Josh Smith, what else have you been playing this
I
week?
played Trine 2 for all of like one mission, and I joined your game, which was great.
Correct.
But you're already like midway. Well, actually, more than midway. We are in the second to last level when I joined you.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know what I was doing. I played Trine the First. It's not really called Trine the First, just called Trine.
No, it's not.
So I played that one for all of maybe an hour or so. It's interesting, and I like the mechanics and everything, but something about it just didn't quite appeal to me. But what did appeal to me about the second one was, the co-op play. So I joined you. I just kind of it sealed the deal for it being like a game that I could see myself playing like a long time with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, just it's really fun just to fuck around a whole lot, really. So basically, all I did was be a wizard and just make a ruckus of everything, boxes and I don't know what the hell, like little
platforms.
Yeah,
yeah.
So you could do that, or I could be the assassin person. Is there an assassin? Is thief? I think?
Like a rogue or a thief.
Yeah, and so you could shoot arrows at things, and then use your like hook shot to grapple onto the ceiling. And you have the last, like the regular fighter guy, and he just kind of messes shit up and throws hammers.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, great game. I want to test it out with like 3 people that aren't like, being kind of like how we played it. It was just more like you two were like doing your thing, and I was just kind of messing around because I've never played the game before in my life. But I would definitely like to go through the entire game. I think that'd be really fun. So I'm looking forward to getting more of that in soon.
Yeah. I played, over the past like 3 days. I should point out, like when you joined our game last night, we were on the second to last mission, and we beat that. And then I like went to bed, and then I played through it today, like the last mission.
Yeah.
And the last mission was like 4 minutes long, so we were basically like at the end of the game.
Oh no, man! I could have finished it.
You could have gotten all those achievements.
I know.
But yeah, it's all good for anyone who's not familiar. I'm sure most people probably are now, if not from Trine 1 or Trine 2's release, then from the fact that Trine 2 has been on sale like crazy in the Steam sale. It is a like puzzle platformer where you play as Josh said, either like a wizard who can make boxes and platforms, a rogue who has like a grappling hook and can shoot arrows at things, or a knight who basically just like breaks shit with a hammer or fights with a sword. And then the single player was a lot of fun. I recommended it back when I played it in December when it came out. But the co-op's a lot of fun as well. It makes the puzzles almost a little bit too easy, but it's still a really good co-op experience. Fairly short, I would say maybe like 4 hours total, 3 to 4 hours, depending on your aptitude of the game. But yeah, definitely, I think we should all check that out now that I know that we all have the game.
Right, and for $4 that we bought it from, definitely worth that.
Absolutely.
Another game that I actually got a lot of games this week that I've been playing or even just bought. I bought
a busy week.
Pardon me? Oh, busy
week.
No,
never mind.
Busy week. Yes. I got F3 AR, which is Fear 3, I guess. I played that for all of. I played the first mission. I played it right before this podcast. Coming from, I don't know. Basically, I didn't play the first 2 games. I might have played like a little bit of the first one, but that was it. I skipped the second one entirely. So I don't really know what's going on in the story. You're a dude, and you have a brother that I guess you murdered at some point during the first 2 games, and now he just like hangs out with you in ghost form, or like he's supposed to, but like you never see him like after the first level until like you beat the first level, and there's a cutscene. He's like, he's there again. Like, what the hell are you, Ghost Man? You're supposed to help me out this whole time. But,
you guys ever see the movie The Sixth Man?
The basketball movie with the dead Ghost Man, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I didn't see it.
I've seen Angels in the Outfield a couple times.
Kid's brother is like a basketball star, and he dies in a car accident or something, and then he helps them through divine intervention towards winning like the state basketball title. And it's supposed to be like this uplifting and inspirational thing, but even as a kid, I was like,
he's dead.
Like the ghost is like grabbing the baskets and like dunking them even when the shots are totally missing. And then, even as a kid, I was like, that's fucking cheating.
That is very much so cheating.
That's like really unfair.
Oh man. Yeah. It's
like these other kids probably have tragedies in their lives too.
Maybe. You never know.
You think he's the only family member of any of these kids that's ever died? Why do they get to win the state title?
He's the only one that cares enough to come back.
To help them with basketball. He's like 15. What does a ghost of a 15-year-old do? He's got nothing better to do.
No, actually, he goes into the girls' change room and just like masturbates for the next 90 years.
His ghostly weakness.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, it's kind of like
Do you
that.
think if you're a ghost, you can touch yourself?
Hells yeah.
Yeah. Did
What's
Patrick
the point
Swayze
of being
do
a
that?
ghost? If you can like interact with physical beings and objects, I'm sure you could figure it out. Let's hope. I
Now
hope.
I'm picturing like a ghost scientist working in a ghost laboratory. Like, fuck, I've got to come up with the secret to masturbating.
Come up with the secret to masturbating. There's a pun in there somewhere.
Well,
The secret to masturbating, the Mike Fox story.
didn't Patrick Swayze? He was
He was a ghost.
he had to
He is a
learn
He
how
had
to
to learn
inter-
how to touch himself.
Yeah.
and
So
others.
it's not like a clear issue or a clear kind of like ability. You have to learn. It's like
Well, yeah,
talking and
because
walking.
obviously that was based on true reality.
You don't know that it wasn't.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I guess I don't know that angels in the outfield didn't exist either. Anyways,
That's a great.
The
Um,
Angels never won the
the
pennant.
sixth man, Fear 3 is kind of like that in the fact that there's a dude that helps you out in weird ghostly ways, except you're murdering the shit out of everybody that you see. Pretty fun action so far. I kind of look forward to playing it. I played it a bit at, what was it, PAX East last year? Not this past one.
Yeah.
So you were there, Foxy, and we played that. They
Yeah,
had
it
this
was good.
one mode. I hadn't played it since it came out, and I haven't played it yet. So it's called Wall of Death, and so basically it's a platformer, or not a platformer, excuse me, like a squad-based shooter. Like I think it's like you and like 3 other dudes, and you got to run through this whole like mission while you have this like great big gray wall of death that's like following your every move. And so if you slow down too much, it's gonna consume you and you lose a level. So I think that would be pretty fun if like we could all like get in there and like try that out without like dying. But I'm gonna kill Fox first and make sure that
I am probably the best at Fear of
you
all
keep
time.
saying that, man. But
You're pretty awesome at first-person shooters,
Yeah.
as you've seen.
Hey man, I was playing CS:GO on my armchair or the chair of my arm. So
Chair, you are.
I have the mouse sensitivity turned up because I don't really have much room to actually move the mouse. So it works sort
The
of.
chair of my arm.
Chair.
I don't get it.
I mean, the arm of my chair. I keep mixing shit up all the time now. I'll be like doing a video and I'll say something, but I'll like reverse the word somehow. Like,
You know, we were just
Wait.
joking about like you being mentally handicapped at the beginning.
I think it might be coming true.
But, like,
Sometimes art imitates, or life imitates art.
I just want to get on disability and not have to do anything ever again.
you didn't have to try too hard to get on that, buddy.
Think I should apply?
Yeah, why not?
Alright.
Do you need someone to write the application for you?
Well, might as well make it look authentic. So.
Yeah.
So, Fear 3.
Fear 3, I got it for
3
like
or...
$4 or $5, something like that. Yeah, pick it up, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, we also both got that.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully we could do something fun with that at some point, or else we wasted $5. Could have bought
Oh,
a
no.
cheeseburger. Anyways, so I got that. I bought Killing Floor and I bought Worms Reloaded. I haven't been able to play them yet. I already have Worms for the Xbox, but I think this is like has more customization options. Maybe. And Killing Floor is a game that I've always been interested in, but I haven't been able to like get out and play. So I look forward to playing that as well. A lot
Cool,
of
yeah.
co-op
I
games
also
that I
got
think-
Worms Reloaded.
Yeah, yeah. And so you guys,
And so did Mike.
you have Killing
What?
Floor and you have Worms Reloaded. Hey, Mike, how's it going? You doing well over there?
Oh no, these rectal cramps are just really killing me.
Oh,
You swallowed any semen lately?
Yeah, I
There's
think
your
that's
problem.
It. It wasn't human semen though, so.
oh my God.
All right.
So,
So wait,
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Saving Progress podcast. Oh, okay.
yeah.
yeah.
And I
Boner
actually I
kill.
got 2 non-Steam games. I got Tower Climb, which is an indie game. It's kind of like a platformer roguelike. So
Okay, that's cool.
instead of like, Spelunky is a platformer roguelike as well, I would consider. But you go down in this, you kind of you're climbing up a tower. And so it's kind of like, it looks like 8-bit graphics, like something that's like out of the NES era. But it's really interesting. It's like, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I'm going to have a Let's Play of it. So I'm going to showcase a couple episodes, and hopefully that might be able to catch on. Because I think it's really fun. I really enjoyed the game, and I highly recommend it. It's only like, when I bought it, you can only get it, you could buy it for $5, but I guess like the game's like half finished. But if you buy it now for $5, you get the full game, when it comes out.
Ah, yes.
But I haven't, beat the game yet, so, I'm cool. Whatever. Yeah, it's really hard. Sometimes you get lucky because there's like these platforms that you jump on and it kind of like floats you to the top, which makes the game like really fucking simple.
Yeah.
Or else you have to climb the entire way up, which could take anywhere from like 2 minutes to like 5 minutes, depending on the floor or whatever. But yeah,
Okay, yeah.
incredibly fun, incredibly addictive. I can't wait to play some more of that as well.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's on just PC?
It's on PC. I forget the website right now. So check out my my channel. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, your
Check out my
channel.
channel. It should be up around this time of this podcast, maybe a day later. Who knows? But it's coming soon, so look forward to that. And another game that I've been playing that has been kind of like been really popular on the internet as of lately is Slender.
Right, yes.
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 So Slender is survival horror game. It's an indie type deal. So the graphics, while they're good looking, they're just kind of like pretty much copy paste, aside for like a few certain aspects of like the map that are like made up. The most of it is majority like just trees that are copy pasted throughout the whole thing. So you're
Okay.
in like a park or something, and like it just drops you in there, and so the object of the game is to collect 8 notes scattered throughout the whole world, and it's probably, I don't know, a kilometer squared or something like that. I don't really know.
Okay.
So it's a
You've like low light or something, right? though?
you have there's no light. You have a flashlight. I don't know to use this flashlight or not, because I figure if there's like this demon thing stalking me, the last thing I kind of want is to use a flashlight to help him like see me.
Right.
They
So-
can see anything, man.
Yeah, so I don't know, like sometimes I turn it off and sometimes I have it on, just like I have no idea. So it's really fun. It's extreme. Like I am not very good at survival horror games at all. So when I have the video that's going to be launching, what is it? It's Wednesday. The video is going up tomorrow for Thursday, the 19th. It's you can hear me scream a couple times at least. So that's fun. No, it's incredibly fun. I did like it for what it's worth. On retrospect, going into the game, I hated it because it's like coming from a guy who played Amnesia for all of like 45 minutes before I just like put it down. It's like, nope, just walking away. And that was even before like I saw like any of the enemies and stuff. It was just the entire like ambience in like the atmosphere of the game was just like it's really intense. It's not as bad, I want to say, for Slender, but it's definitely up there for like one of the scariest games I played. I don't know.
Pretty cool. Yeah, Slender's it's free, right?
Yes, it is. It's absolutely free.
Yeah, it's a game that's been making. Well, there's like this whole subset of YouTube commentators who do like horror games, like Amnesia Custom Stories and stuff like that. Slender's been big among them because obviously you don't get all that many horror games that come out.
Right.
So I think it's been growing in popularity, and it's one of those things where people keep telling me to try it, and I missed the boat on Amnesia a little bit, and I'm starting to think maybe I could get into Slender. Play it quickly. I've never really done a horror game or anything like that. I want to at least play it.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon. I mean, it's free, and just for something to, it really changes your perspective about gaming. I mean, we game like all the time. You never really get this feeling while you're doing it. Like it's like full immersion, And horror games are really great at being able to captivate that whole emotion and just like draw it forth and just like, I don't know. I never feel so immersed in a game unless it's like a horror game, which is kind of weird to say because I play games all the time, but like this is the one thing that just kind of scares the shit out of me. Like, it's beyond
horror.
like the room that I'm in. So yeah, definitely recommend it. If you're not are you familiar with like the Slender Man kind of mythos at all?
Sort of. This is a tall dude with thin arms.
He's
steals
just
children.
kind of like creepy pasta or whatever the hell they call it on the
Wait,
internet.
wait,
Just kinda
is it
like
creepy
stories.
thin guy from Charlie's Angels?
Yes, that's it.
Is that Crispin Glover?
Yeah.
He's kind of like Slender Man, I guess.
He's pretty similar. So yeah, it's basically just a story that the internet created, and they made a game about it because it just kind of like steamrolled into popularity. Super fun, super fantastic. Love it. Anyways,
Pretty short, right?
yeah, it's very short. I don't know how long my video is. Maybe around like 25 minutes, and I think I have like 2 runs in that. The first one didn't end too well. The second one, I got pretty far in the second one. So I think I still needed 2 more to go. I don't know if I could have the balls to play it again. I probably do. So maybe another one of those videos are henceforth. But yeah, definitely look forward to that.
Cool beans.
But I think that's all the games I played, or at least all the ones that I'm willing to talk about.
Michael L. Fox.
What's up?
Busy week for gaming on the Mac front.
I actually haven't played any games on the Mac in quite some time because I've been playing games on other platforms.
All right, Jerry Seinfeld.
All right. No. What have I been playing? Well, obviously,
I didn't ask you.
I'm asking myself.
What?
He didn't ask me.
He might have.
What?
I might have.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Is this my mental capacity failing, or are you guys just joking with me?
Go to the kitchen, Mike. Grab the knife.
You said go to bread. I said bed.
All right, what have you been playing on the various other platforms apart from Mac this week?
Okay, first of all, well, I've been continuing playing Mafia. I haven't been keeping up with some of the episodes on my channel for that I started a little while ago, but that's going to be picking back up again soon. As well, trying to like get the hang of Spelunky still. I mean, we talked about that.
I know the feeling.
It's hard, man. It's a hard game. Like, I felt in some of my more recent episodes that I did pretty well. Like, I don't know if it came across just like how much I struggled to do as well as I did. So shit's hard. I'm telling you. Like, it's one of those games. I think when people watch, they're like, "Oh shit, man! Why did you do that or that? This looks so easy. I could do that." But it's not. It's deceiving. I don't know. It's got some kind of mind spell on you and makes you make bad decisions.
Yeah, like if you're doing really well, it's very easy to get overconfident, and then just one bad decision can kill you. And if you're doing really poorly and you have like one minor decision, then it's very easy for that to spiral out of control in a matter of seconds and end your run as well.
Well, yeah, like the thing is, I mean, in one of my episodes, I think I collected enough Monties. I had 9 or 10 hearts.
Yeah.
And like that's good. That's
very
really
good. It's higher than I've ever gotten.
That's really good. And then it could all be over. You could have 100 hearts or however, whatever the cap might be. And if you fall on spikes, you're fucked. Like it's literally one little tiny simple mistake or whatever. So it's I don't want to say it's like I love the game. It's not really frustrating or anything, but it's like I don't know, it strives for perfection. I don't even know how to put it. This game is an enigma for me, but I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to unlock a lot of the stuff, the extra characters and secret levels and all that mumbo jumbo. So it's really fun. Anyways, I'm still enjoying it. I'll be playing it for quite some time to come, but it's been taking up just a lot of man hours and trying to, I guess, perfect my muscle memory and stuff like that. Getting used to the weight of characters and how far you can jump and those kind of things without taking damage and.
Well,
yeah,
you did pretty well with being able to take that golden key all the way to the caves.
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, see, this is the thing, because obviously most people listening to this probably are aware that both Ryan and I are doing Let's Plays, and they're like, we both, I think, had one episode where we were trying to get the key, and we both failed. And then I started seeing comments on both our videos like, who will get the key first? And stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, no, not this. I ended up getting it the next episode after that, and people were like, well, shit, race is over.
I still have not gotten the key.
Why not?
It's hard, man.
Okay, people
did it. We already established that
we have different play styles.
I don't know what to say.
The other comment I keep getting a lot is people saying you should do Spelunky 101, but reverse it. So I teach Ryan.
Well, that happens with every series. Oh, you should teach Ryan how to play Kerbal Space Program.
It's just like I think it's fun, like because a lot of people don't. I don't see why they would want us to play exactly the same either, because different play styles make for like a different story or different exciting events and stuff. It's probably. I mean, I think it's fun watching you try and kill the shopkeepers and get just destroyed. Keep doing that.
Every time it's like a boxing match. So okay, Spelunky versus the shopkeeper, round 12.
I just don't even bother, man. Like, unless there's the one achievement you can get, I think is killing 12 shopkeepers in a run.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know how that's possible. Because first you kill the first one, and then all the other ones they've caught on, and they're just gonna try and destroy you.
The achievements are silly, man. Beat the game in 8 minutes with no shortcuts.
Yeah, like this is the kind of game where I want to get all the achievements. But I just don't know if it's gonna be physically possible.
That is 30 seconds per level.
Well, okay, if you see any of the speed runs from the PC one, basically people just like get the cape early on in the game
Yeah,
and just run through everything.
of course, yeah.
I mean, it's still you have to be pretty skilled, but yeah, that's, I think pretty much the only way you could do it is getting the cape or the jetpack.
Right, yeah. Those two items seem to be like pretty much heads and tails above the rest.
People keep getting mad at me because like I skip over the jetpack a lot, but I'm trying to get better at the game without, like, it's probably one of the most powerful items overall just because of how easily it lets you get through the levels and stuff. But I just don't want to rely too much on it. I'm trying to get good with making really smart moves based on like the basic skills and basic items. So things like climbing gloves or spike shoes and bombs and ropes. It's just like, it's going to pay off in the end. People just wait and see. I'm going to be a master of the game. I don't need the jetpack. Jetpacks are for suckers.
I need the jetpack.
And,
I need a teleporter to take, like, I get the key and then I just hit a button and I jump in a pod and it takes me to the 4th level of the ice caves.
there's your big mistake. Teleporter doesn't work with the key, man.
I've never used the teleporter, actually.
Oh, it's just, well, first of all, a tricky thing is like it moves in a set amount of spaces depending on like which way you're looking or whatever. So I think it's like 3 or 4 spaces. So if you're looking at like just a chunk of earth and you teleport into it, you instantly die.
Oh, fuck.
Like, that's exactly what happened the first time I got it. And I was like, well, I never want the teleporter again. Because at first I thought it was just it randomly teleported you to somewhere on the map.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it once you understand it, it makes sense. But you can't use it with something like a shotgun
Right,
or a key. So
I just had too many bad experiences with the teleporter in Binding of Isaac. Well, you'll see.
What's the
Will I?
teleporter in Binding of Isaac?
You can get like telepills and
Oh,
there's a
okay,
teleport
yeah.
item too.
Yeah. I remember telepills. I don't remember teleporter item.
It's weird because they both in Spelunky and the Binding of Isaac. And this could be some nod from the Binding of Isaac to Spelunky.
I doubt
The teleport is like a blue remote with an arrow and like one single button on it,
So,
as
like,
it is in Spelunky.
in a bunch of other games, maybe.
I don't fucking know. Why you gotta
Worms.
be so sassy?
Worms is exactly like that.
No, man.
No.
Nah.
yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
Worms.
Nah.
Yeah.
Super Mario World.
Yeah, he didn't have to. Never mind.
You
He
obviously
had a whistle.
didn't get to the S rank levels.
Nah.
I like whistles.
Whistles.
Anyways,
Yes?
awkward pause. Okay. Yeah. So Spelunky, I'm gonna be playing that for quite some time though. If I actually intend to do most of this crap and actually show it on video, like that's gonna be a nightmare. But maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
true.
we'll see. I'll probably get to the level of your Binding of Isaac like 300 episodes later. I'll finally have the game beaten.
Wouldn't be surprising. It's a tough game.
It is. Some people think it's tougher than Binding of Isaac, which I can't really comment on because I have hardly played as much Binding of Isaac as I have with Spelunky. But I don't know, which is another game I've been playing. Though obviously we started that little series of ours. What do you call it? Isaac 101. And you teach me, so I've been playing that and recording episodes so that you can coach me. Or somebody said you can couch me. Or no, they
Couch
said
me
you're.
anytime.
They said Northern Lion is a great coach.
He's not wrong.
I'd sleep on him.
Yeah.
It's yeah. No, I think that's a fun series, and a lot of people have. Well, some people are kind of like, on it, but you guys,
Haters, man.
yeah, cut me some slack. Like I just started playing it, so it's fun though. So we'll keep doing that for a little while, I guess. Maybe see how it goes. What else have I been playing? Well, I was gifted a couple gifts from some awesome subscribers, fans, followers, whatever. I got the first Torchlight,
Right?
which I haven't played yet. And I got gifted Trine 2, which
Correct.
I haven't played, but that will be getting some playtime soon.
You assholes. I saw, like, the second day of the Steam sale, I'm like, Trine 2 goes on sale. I'm like, oh, you know what? I already own this. I'll buy 2 copies. one for Josh, one for Mike, and then we can play it. And then like 2 hours later, I sign into Steam, and it's like, Josho has also purchased Trine 2. I'm like, okay, well, at least I can give one to Mike. And then you come onto the email train, like the conversations that we have with each other on Gmail, and you're like, hey, someone just gifted me Trine 2. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one time Northern Lion tries to give me a gift, and he can't give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me. I'll give it to someone on the forums.
I'm going to keep it.
All right.
Who knows? Maybe I can trade it for some hat in Team Fortress or something later.
You don't even play Team Fortress.
Yeah, but then I can trade Trine 2 for a hat, and then I can trade that hat for like a better hat, and eventually I've got like a Lamborghini in my driveway.
Oh, like the guy with the paperclip?
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Oh,
He
thanks.
He had,
That's what,
he had,
that
he had
Tom
help
Hanks
from
The
his bro
Electric
Wilson.
City
Wait,
is a trading game.
Yeah.
Cut!
Cut. These are bad ideas. What was I saying? I was talking about games and stuff.
Yeah, you were talking about Trine 2,
Trying
the
to,
gift that you
yeah.
were
So
given.
I was gifted those. I haven't played them yet. So, but give them a little play in the future, and I'm sure I'll be playing Trine 2 with you punks.
Absolutely.
What else? Yeah, Fear 3 or 3.
Threer?
Fathar.
How do you guys say 7? The movie 7.
Seven, Vin?
It's a 7.
7. Yeah.
Good. It's great. I love it.
What's in the box?
Ah!
Ah!
Don't ruin it, man. Shit is like, oh.
I didn't say what's in the box. I just said, what's in the box?
It's true. I heard him say it.
Uncle, what's in the box?
What's in the box, man?
What's in the box?
So yeah, I got Fear 3. It's rare. And I'll be playing that because, yeah, I remember doing the Wall of Death thing, and that was pretty cool. I think that'd be great for us to do some kind of, joint video of some sort.
I'm going to shoot you in the leg and watch as the smoke monster from Lost devours your soul.
Why don't you just, not revive me, 5 times in a row?
You'd be in for a shitstorm when you see those comments and realize that we carried your ass through that mission.
Bullshit.
Oh my God, yeah.
Bullshit, man.
You didn't do anything.
Okay, come on. People saw how much I was... Well, we'll see how much I was kicking ass.
Yeah, we're good.
You guys are you're blind. You're blinded with ignorance.
You didn't.
We're talking about Payday the Heist, and those, we've recorded 2 new episodes of that, which will be going up, probably one earlier today, for the day you're listening to this podcast, and maybe one on Saturday.
What if
you'll be
they're
able to see
listening-
that and judge for yourself who is letting the team down and who is carrying the team to greatness.
Oh, you go take care of Fred. You go take care of Fred. Ugh.
What?
I don't know.
I
Wasn't
don't
that
think his name was Fred.
He didn't have a name.
He was a Chinese prisoner.
Yeah.
You guys
and you
are
didn't.
so
You
racist.
didn't do anything. I was the one who's carrying him. I
Excuse
was
me.
making him go.
Excuse me.
You spent all your time in custody making, homemade wine.
I was collecting hostages. You never know. Yeah. So obviously, yeah, Heist. I've been playing a bit of that with you losers. And what else did I got Spec Ops: The Line?
Same here.
I did.
And
Have you played any of that yet?
not I literally just before we got on here, I bought it. So I still have to download it, but I wanted to
Same.
get it while it was still, I think, 33% off.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where, it's weird because I saw it, 2 weeks earlier for 50% off on Amazon. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to wait for the Steam sale, though. And then it came to the Steam sale, and it was only 33% off. But because the Steam sale has me, in a buying mood, I'm like, fuck yeah, sign me up.
It's an addictive kind of
Wait, you
time
got
of
it
the
for
year.
33 when you could have gotten it on Amazon?
For 25, yeah. Or, yeah, probably 25.
You can still get it on Amazon.
I don't give a shit, man.
It's
I
all
want it on
month.
Steam.
All right.
He wants it on Steam.
I want it on Steam.
You could put it on Steam.
I donated that $8
To what?
funding the development of Dota 3.
That's all right. That didn't
Sorry.
happen.
As Mike Fox would say, Dota 3.
Dada.
Dada.
Dotty.
Dada. Sorry.
Is that a Crazy Train?
Yes. Last game I bought. Still have to all of these I pretty much bought, but I haven't downloaded because I have to set that shit up overnight because my internet's so slow.
Same.
Of course, Worms Reloaded because you are an asshole and you won't play it on the Xbox with us. So
Why
are
would I
kind of
play
a
it on the
dick.
Xbox and I can play it on the PC, man?
because we already all have it on the Xbox.
Yeah, but then I have to go downstairs.
Oh my! You guys here first. Ryan is actually like a 500-pound piece of shit.
I just want to play it on the PC. We can Skype. It'll be good, man. It's better than talking over the shitty Xbox VoIP.
Fine. Yeah, that's actually true. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping we can actually get together and even maybe bring a fourth person in and have some utter mayhem because I'm
Just
sticking.
to curtail the comments that are being written right at this very moment, a fourth person that we know.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good thing. Like some people, I'm obviously not as super famous, but some people are like, hey, I want to play games with you and stuff. Like I technically, theoretically, whatever, like I would love to play games with a lot of people, but it's actually really hard because when I have my job during the day and then I come home and it's like, all right, now it's time to take a shit, eat some food, do the laundry, and record as much as I humanly can. And then
You do your laundry every day?
well, not always, but no.
He
most
goes to
of
the
time not.
stream with like a gallon of Clorox and just goes at it.
Different chores, one day it'll be laundry, next day it'll be, cleaning up the chicken poop, and then the next day it'll be like something different.
And the funny thing is, you aren't lying about
Yeah.
the chicken poop thing.
No, they
Fox
shit
Ranch is
everywhere.
It's a strange place.
I don't know why, when we first got them, they shy as shit, like really shy, and now they're getting more comfortable. Anytime I come home, they just run right up to me because they know I'm going to have food or whatever. And now they start climbing up on, we got this huge deck. They've got all this like natural, beautiful, lush grass and, this great little house and all these wonderful things. But they just go up on this barren deck and shit everywhere. And I just like, assholes. I just don't, I want to kill them all now. I'm sick and tired of free eggs. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
How are those eggs, by the way?
They're delicious. They're
I figured, yeah.
really good. We feed them tuna and sometimes salmon.
Jesus.
Well, you get it.
It's not really free eggs then, is it?
Well, no, but it's worth it. I mean, most of the time we had to get like these 50-pound bags of kind of like egg-laying chicken feed stuff. It's like pre-mixed whatever, and it's like for 50 pounds, it's $13 or $14. So it's
Wow.
pretty good deal because it lasts them for at least a month.
Jeez, I'm going
and-
to start eating that.
But maybe once or twice a week we'll get like an 89-cent can of tuna, the no frills, and just let the suckers go wild. You notice the difference in the quality. I'm telling you.
Feeding salmon to a chicken is like feeding like foie gras to a rat or something.
Yeah.
You're feeding the good food to the not as good food.
Yeah, but you're gonna eat the not as good food, too. Wait, that helps. It's low quality tuna. So
All right. Well, what you should do is buy the cans of like canned chicken and then feed those to the chickens.
we actually feed them their own eggs sometimes. Or actually, now we
What?
don't even.
You
That's
feed
pretty
them their
gross,
own?
man. That's like really gross.
Are these
No.
not, I mean, they're not fertilized, I guess, so
No, they're not. And actually,
That's like eating your own cum.
some
Well.
people are into that, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's actually
Not
like
protein.
eating your, not, I mean, comes like the dude, so like you're really eating like period stuff.
That's pretty disgusting, dude.
That's not what period is. Wait, yes it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're
No, like-
definitely getting the eggs out of you, man.
Sometimes we'll come home and because they'll lay their eggs and usually they'll just kind of leave them alone. But sometimes if they're really hungry, they'll just peck those suckers right open. And because if you drop an egg, it's like a magnet. They just come and they just like slurp it all up in a matter of seconds.
That's like really brutal, man.
They're savages, I'm telling you. They even eat
I never
the,
knew.
the dead mice and stuff that we've been killing in the garage. Throw them outside
Where
the backyard.
you live?
I live on Fox Ranch, dude. It's a house surrounded by like 1 million acres of farm field. It's like, deer and coyotes, and it's wild out here. You guys want to go on an adventure? You just come to Fox Ranch. Living like cowboys. Anyways, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, people saying like, "Hey, you want to play video games?" Not that I don't want to. It's just like it's actually kind of difficult. It's even hard enough playing video games with you guys,
Yeah.
and we're like tight. So
I mean, it makes me sound like an asshole, but people are always like, it would be cool. Like, Payday can have 4 people. You should be like you 3 and a subscriber. And I just imagine like us on voice chat, and it's like not to stereotype or be overly offensive, but it's some kid using like his laptop's onboard microphone, and I'm like, hey guys, Northern Lion, Josh Smith, and Michael A.L. Fox here, and this dude none of us know at all. And he's like, hey guys, good to be here. Right, like it's just not going to make for a good product at all. Like we're already awkward enough together, and we've known each other for like 6 years. To just bring in like some random dude we know nothing about is
6 years, man. Is that how long you think?
Yeah, you kind of trumped me there too.
I guess it's been like 10 years.
For
yeah,
me.
okay, whatever. But yeah, it's just. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment. Also, I like 69,000 subscribers.
Oh, big deal.
I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying that how much is gonna do like a Willy Wonka type competition? Like, if you see the Mitt Romney ad before this video, you're a winner.
All I want to do is put up a video clip of Kevin from The Office whenever somebody says 69.
I think I know the exact face that you're thinking.
The smile, and like I think he does something with his fingers too or whatever. He always sets the room temperature to 69.
I do that too.
Yeah,
I have it on 68 right now.
Yeah, you got to turn it up a degree.
Yeah, you got to be
Too
cool.
cold.
That's too hot.
No.
It's
All right,
cool.
so is that all you've been playing this week?
For the most part, I forgot to mention more Kerbal Space Program on and off. You know, that game's getting harder the more I try and like perfect things. It's like playing your golf game, right? Like golf is one of those things you kind of start out really shitty, and then you start to get better and better and better, and then you get to a point where you just analyze yourself so much because you want to take it that extra inch, and then it just makes you shittier, and you get worse and worse and worse. It's like a roller coaster ride. Although, coincidentally, my golf game is freaking amazing right now, so I don't know what's going on, but hopefully, I just want to land on Mun like legit, not kind of like a sloppy landing. I want to land on it and get back to Kerbin. That's my goal. I'm gonna do it soon.
I haven't seen too much of your Kerbal, but there's one video that I did see. I saw probably like 3 or 4, and the one video I saw, like you were real close to like doing well, except like you came in like too hot for the landing and you just explode in the like a fireball.
Yeah, no, that was a problem. I think because the game's still in alpha too, right? So obviously there's a couple little things, and I didn't set the time warp, like shut it off early or whatever, so it kind of like did this little pause thingy, and when you have it set so high, like it traveled
like 10,000 times faster than normal speed.
Yeah, it traveled like 70 kilometers in like an instant, and I was already I was trying to shut it off when I was within 100 kilometers of landing on Mun. And so I hit the button at 100, and then like the next second it was down to 30 kilometers, which was way too close because I was moving at a kilometer a second. And, you know, I don't have like a lot of firepower from the thrusters, so I was just like saying my goodbyes. It's like I knew what was going to happen, so hopefully I can, you know, think about that next time and get in there a little more slowly. Because I was coming like perfectly straight down. It really pissed me off. I think I could have done it.
So for once in Kerbal Space Program, I've actually made progress. In like episode, I think it was episode 11 or 12, I made a ship. It got like out of the Earth's orbit, and then it was on. Well, actually, I should say it was put into orbit around Kerbin. And then the orbit for my ship intersected with the orbit for the moon. So I was like, okay, we're going to make a shot at this. I had enough fuel left. And then, so I got very close to the moon, and I was doing the same thing, like time warping at 10,000x. And I did, instead of doing a retro burn, which is to like move yourself in the opposite direction that you're traveling in order to kind of get captured by the moon's orbit.
Yep.
I didn't know about that kind of concept for this game. So instead, I just like burned facing directly into the moon. So that was like, I was like, I might miss it by a little bit. I better like really throttle into this like satellite here. And then because of the time warp, I traveled so fast that it actually glitched me inside of the moon. So if you look at episode 12, I think it was, I actually like landed through the moon. Like my ship went through the moon.
Like a neutrino.
It spent like maybe 45 seconds to a minute under the surface of the moon, and then popped out the other side.
It's like a wormhole, man.
Yeah, a very shallow wormhole.
Pretty
Too
cool,
many
I guess.
tachions, man.
And then in episode 13, I put a ship in orbit around Kerbin, and then I was like, let's bring it back to Earth. And I did the same thing where I didn't retro burn. Instead, I just pushed like the throttle to max facing the planet, and my Kerbins just exploded on impact.
Didn't you like forget to pack a parachute too or something?
Yes.
Yeah, people like Northern Lion builds an awesome ship, forgets his parachute.
But I will say that was the first time, at least, to be beneficial to the families of the Kerbal astronauts, that the remains of their loved ones have ended up back on the planet where they started.
I've still got like half a dozen, actually probably more than half a dozen floating around in space.
Yeah, now it's same here.
I feel bad, but I've learned something that's been preventing me from actually landing on one is like the lateral movement, because you can you want to get it like straight up and down, right? Because if you move side to side, it like causes some mega problems. And somebody's like, hey, if you push the I, J, K, and L, you can use your RCS thrusters to like cancel that out. And I had no idea about that. So hopefully, I think my next episode is probably gonna be, pretty successful. We'll see. I don't want to speak too soon because it can go down as it usually does. But
I have the same thing. Like where before it used to be just fucked up designs, like terrible designs of my ships that caused failure. Now that was like 12 episodes. Now it's like pilot error most of the time.
And now that was 12 episodes. Now we're on episode 13. We're ready to get it down.
Okay, maybe it was only like 10 episodes, but now whenever I mess up, it's always pilot error. It's no longer engineer error. So
it's true. It's a tricky game. There's a lot going on.
Absolutely.
So yeah, anyways, I think that's gonna wrap it up for me. Also, just I'm not really pissed, but it was cool to see Mafia was on the Steam sale for like $3 or something.
Oh, nice.
Which is like a mega steal. $10 is a steal, and you can buy all the Thief collection is on sale, 75% off right now. So
yeah, Thief is $249 today.
Yeah,
crazy.
I think I have that.
I
played it for like an hour, maybe.
It's a good game.
I wanted to do a series on Thief 2, but Raps is having troubles with it, so I gotta kind of maybe figure that out in the future if I do want to do it. I just wouldn't record certain parts of it. Not a big deal, no biggie, but
yeah.
So that's what you've been playing this week?
Yeah, playing and mostly buying, but yeah, playing.
Yeah. I can relate to you. Steam sale. I've been looking forward to it for a long time, and have I think made it worthwhile for myself so far. What were the games? Okay, let's talk about the games that I was talking about wanting to see on sale. Does anyone remember from last week what those were?
Wait, what?
Remember last week I was like, one of our questions was like, is there anything in particular you're looking for in the Steam sale?
No.
All right. Well,
you wanted this game that the first-person shooter that you wanted, that you've been bitching about all week, that we already talked about. The one.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, I don't know where we've gone with this.
Okay.
Anyways, we're gonna separate mine now playing into Steam and non-Steam, because I've actually played a lot this week. I've bought more on the Steam side, obviously, but probably played more non-Steam, which is weird enough. Like you guys, I played a little bit of Trine 2. Played a lot of Trine 2, actually, probably like 5 hours. Beat the co-op campaign of that. Really good. Replay values there, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to maybe doing a series on that. We played some Payday the Heist. I bought Portal 2 on the first day of the Steam sale. Never touched Portal, actually.
Oh, me neither, man.
Wait,
I played like an hour of the first
Neither of you
Portal.
played Portal 2?
Like me, actually, I bought like the orange box a long time ago.
So you never even played the original?
I played a few
man.
minutes of it.
Oh, wow.
I have never I don't even know what this cake is lie means.
Man, you should try that sometime. I mean, honestly, the first Portal it doesn't take very long to beat at all, but it's extremely fun.
I know I'll enjoy it. Yeah, I probably should. Maybe
It's on Wicked Savings this week too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only $20 normally.
Nah,
Portal
it's
2,
cheaper
that
than
is.
that. Oh, Portal 2, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. But
right,
you
yeah,
can
but
get-
both games are fantastic. I love them both.
Yeah, I've been playing a little. I've probably played about an hour of Portal 2 co-op so far, which is a heck of a lot of fun.
Oh, Portal 2 co-op was a blast.
And my problem with Portal was that I used to get motion sickness from it, but I find as long as I limit my playtime to 45 minutes to an hour per session, then it doesn't hit me so bad.
Do you find that you have that often in most first-person shooters, or just
Not in most. It just I think it's something to do with the field of vision. Like I get it in Portal really badly.
4 eyes.
I get it in Quantum Conundrum, which is also from Kim Swift, the designer of Portal.
Okay.
So I think there's something to say about it being like that particular style. I also got it really bad in that third Time Splitters game, like Time Splitters Future Perfect.
Oh yeah, Time Splitters controls like really floaty, I think. So
Yeah.
I think that has like, or the camera's really floaty, so I think that has something to do with it, maybe.
Yeah, so I got like a motion sickness in them. And of course it varies on different things as well. Like if I've had a lot of caffeine, then the motion sickness is just like unbearable. Like when I was filming my Quantum Conundrum video, I was like borderline throwing up the whole time because I probably had like 3 copies that day.
All I can picture is what's his face, Alex from A Clockwork Orange. While he's watching the video, he's like, "Turn it off! I'm gonna be sick. Somebody, turn it off!"
All I could think about was just like a behind-the-scenes look at Lordline LP, and it's just like him throwing up like while he's recording a video. It's like, man, this is how I practice.
So it's like it's a parody of the scene from like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Pumping Iron, that documentary about him training for Mr. Olympia, and he like throws up after his workouts. He's like, "If you're not let's playing this hard, then you're not let's playing hard enough."
Do it.
So I played Portal 2. Let's talk about stuff I've picked up and played. I bought Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition for $9.99, and I've been playing a lot of that. Probably, let's check it. 12 hours played already in the last week.
Wow.
That's pretty substantial. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. Starting to learn the characters. Still very, very much a novice, but a lot of fun. I've been playing that with a couple of friends of ours. Jay.
JJJ.
Just want to edit in like a voice clip of him being like, "Hey guys," right now. But
yeah, just hey guy.
But I've been playing some Street Fighter 4 with him. It's been really good. I'm having fun with that. Looking forward to investing probably way too much time into that.
Yeah, I bought that on a whim for like the Xbox 360 a long time ago, and I don't know. I'm not very good at fighting games, I guess. Or at least I don't have the patience to get good at them.
I think that's the thing, is that probably like out of that 12 hours, I've spent 4 or 5 just in the training mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I
versus
can't do that.
an opponent not even fighting back, just trying to figure out how to do the moves and like how to get good links and combos together.
Yeah, I will never be that guy. Not that there's anything wrong with that guy. You're
kind of implying there's something wrong with being that guy. Just because you're calling him that guy.
I don't want to like just sit there and try to like work on like my combos to get
because
some
your time
better.
is too valuable, whereas mine is not. Right? Like,
Well, it's because I don't care if I'm good at the game or not. You do.
you trying to call me a nerd or something?
Well, you are a huge nerd.
That's true. I am a huge nerd. Yeah, so I bought Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. I bought Batman Arkham City. Have not played it yet. Will
Play it together, man.
hopefully at some point. There's no co-op, but we can play it at the same time if you want.
Yeah.
I don't think there's co-op anyway.
No.
I bought... One second. I got Gifted Dead Island.
Oh yeah, I thought about buying that, but I don't know if I should. You tell me. Because isn't there co-op in that shit?
Yeah, apparently
There
the
is
online co-op
co-op,
is
yeah.
really good. I think it's 2-player only, but...
I think that's so right.
Well, fuck Josh. We don't need him.
Well, I'm not gonna get it anyways. So.
Alright, so there you go, folks. I haven't played that yet either, so we can do that together.
Okay, well, yeah, let me know. I'm probably down for some zombie killing, I suppose.
Speaking of which, I bought Dead Space 2. $5.
Not bad.
Did you play the first?
Nope. I haven't
Neither
played the
did
second
I.
either.
Neither
played
did
the-
I.
Wait, how long did I play the first? Let's see here. I played the first for 59 minutes. And I
Why
didn't
not
quit because I was...
69?
No, I might have quit because I was scared. But I just got bored.
I heard the second one was really good. I figured, $5. Like I said, I don't play that many horror games, so it's nice for me to maybe give it a try.
You're more into the horror games.
Ha ha ha! Like your mom's Chinese finger trap.
Yeah. This is such a whore. What?
Could you imagine if a vagina was like a Chinese finger trap?
This is every day of my life, man.
Shit would be so scary.
I bought Dear Esther for $2.49.
How is that? Isn't it just like a walking
Haven't played it
simulator?
yet.
Isn't it, like you just walk around, right?
Yeah,
The
it's like an
episode where
interactive
we
story.
talk about things we bought but won't ever play.
Hey, no, I totally played a shit ton of my games. You guys
That's true.
I bought LA Noir.
Oh, you did? Okay, I'm kind of glad you bought that. I can't wait for you to get to the climax of the game.
I'm at the climax of Josh's mom's whore game right now.
The finger trap.
Yeah,
you're almost out.
what do I do? I can't.
You're almost out.
Yeah, I haven't played that yet.
My one gripe with that game, I still have to actually finish it. Like, I made it through, like, 75% of the game or something, I'm estimating.
Okay.
Like, I don't foresee it being the kind of game you play more than once. Just
Yeah,
because
that makes sense.
I mean, it's a very linear game, and being that it's, like, kind of a detective game, it's... yeah, and there's not really a whole lot of open worldness, which is something people kind of complained about. They're like, oh, why can't they make this like Grand Theft Auto where you can just go and kill people? Like, you start killing people while you're on a mission. It'll be like, hey, fuck off, get back on track or whatever. So,
Hey, fuck off, get back
But
on
it-
track.
it's good.
Or
Like,
something.
I think technology-wise and what they did, it's still really good. I think it's a pretty important game. So,
Yeah,
I
it's,
think
it's great how after the game came out, Team Bondi fucking collapsed and doesn't even exist anymore.
I think Rockstar screwed them over somehow.
The general sentiment seems to be that Brendan McNamara, who was like the studio head of Team Bondi, was basically like the worst boss in history. And it's, by all accounts, not all accounts, but by most accounts, it seemed like Rockstar, what they did is they came in and they were like, hey, your idea's not that good. We're going to tweak it. We're going to make it more in touch with like the Rockstar formula. And then maybe people got a little bit, bent out of shape about that. And they're like, oh, by the way, take as long as you want. And here's like $20 million. And then people were like, oh, cool. We can like feed our families and keep working on this.
When you say Bondi, do you mean Bandai?
No.
Okay.
Like Bondi.
Okay. I was really confused there for a second.
And bingo, what's his name? Oh,
Anyways,
And then it came out that they owed like the Australian government or something like $900,000. This is like 2 months after LA Noire came out. And then they're like, oh, we're shutting down. And nobody knows what's going to happen to them. So,
that's too bad.
yeah, but that's LA Noire. Haven't played it.
They should make a LA Noire game about, that game and like how it was made and investigate if they're really going to shut down or not. There's probably some shady business going on. You got to figure it out.
I'm in for that game as long as you can plant a seed and then come back to that spot in 20 years and there'll
hey,
be a
fuck
tree.
you, man. So what? I like trees, okay? Big deal.
He's just going to wait there for 20 years.
That's what I was-
I'll watch it if I have to.
I was so excited about Fable, and they're like, you can plant a seed and come back 20 years, and it's gonna be a tree.
What if
As-
it was like Kerbal Space Program and you could turn the warp up on the tree and watch it grow? But if you
No.
didn't click the button fast enough, it would just like
It
go
would
through the core of the Earth and like become its own solar system or something?
That'd actually be pretty cool.
Nah.
Tree of Life. And
I bought Max Payne 3.
Oh,
play
yeah.
it?
Oh, that's too bad. You
Haven't
you
played
have
it
it
yet.
on PC, right?
Yeah.
All 29 gigabytes.
29 gigs on the PC. Good lord.
Sucks. It would have been cool to play it together, like, because I had it on PlayStation, but I'm not downloading the 29 gigabyte game.
It took a long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And it pauses every time you play like something else on Steam. It's some games, because there's some games you can
Oh,
play
yeah,
and
yeah.
it'll do downloads at the same time, but there's some games that pause downloads.
Well, you
So-
can just cancel it, or you could. All you have to do is just like Shift N or like Shift Tab or whatever. Go to your downloads, pause it, and then go back to the game, and it'll
Right, but
or unpause it, and
all right.
that's a loophole.
But between the pauses that I didn't know I could unpause, it took me about 11 to 13 hours to download that.
It's a long time.
So I'm gonna play that at some point. Hopefully, I get more gameplay out of it than the length of time it took to download. That was
Yeah,
$30.
that's-
That's a pretty good deal.
30?
That is a very good deal.
Yeah,
I
for a
think
new
that's-
game.
Just came out.
Yeah.
I also bought Spec Ops: The Line. I kind of feel like I had to atone for my mistake of being like that game's gonna get like a 40.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
me too.
So
that,
what
that went on
happened? Is
sale. I
it
bought
good? Someone tell me about this game and why
They-
you
Haven't
wanted
played
it
it.
so bad.
it's inspired by like Apocalypse Now, and I guess they're trying to get how war and stuff like changes people and their experiences and stuff of that nature, like psychologically. And I think the game's supposed to be about like the fun isn't to be had and just like killing some guy and blowing his head up. It's just like
It looks like Call of Duty. Well, that's what like the trailers and everything made it out to be on like TV. So every time I
Yeah.
see it, I'm just like, what the hell is this Call of Duty thing going on?
I
So
think
it's actually not like that at all. It's just like
Spec Ops: The Line might have some of the worst marketing I've ever seen in my entire life.
yes,
Like whenever you see the trailers, first off, it's like this really kind of shitty model of the player's face, like unchanging emotions as all this shit happens around him. And I think it's meant to be like, oh, this guy's getting like desensitized to the war, but it really just looks like we couldn't afford to animate emotion on our dude's face. Without any context, that's how it comes across anyway. And the other thing is, it has like the worst promotional quotes from reviews I've ever seen. Like, this dude like jumps in behind some cover and starts shooting or something, and then it's like, PC gamer, set my brain on fire. And you're like, that's not really... It doesn't tell me anything about the game. That could be a bad thing.
Quality journalism right there.
Spec Ops: The Line set my brain on fire?
Yeah.
Is that good?
I think that's like online with. I remember when Halo 2 was coming out, and like Mike Ireland and I were. I got like the official Xbox magazine or something because I was getting so excited for it, and the official Xbox magazine said it. Their tagline was like, "It's like ninjas, flaming ninjas traveling at 100 miles per hour, good," or some stupid thing like that. And I was like, "What does that mean?"
Doesn't make a bit of sense.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, so that's what I got on Steam. So I played about 12 hours of Street Fighter 4, a few hours of Trine, an hour or so of Portal 2, and then bought like 8 games I haven't even installed yet.
Nice.
And then I bought, I guess, 2 games outside of Steam I can talk about a little bit. The first one is Project Cars.
Oh, yeah, baby.
So
Yeah.
Project Cars is a very simulation-heavy racing game, currently in alpha or pre-alpha. And you can, I don't remember the website, honestly, so, just Google, the same thing you would do for Josh's tower climb reference. Just Google Project Cars, you can find the website. Like I said, very sim-heavy game. Think less like Mario Kart, Blur, Project Gotham, way more on like the Forza Gran Turismo side of things. So that was like 25 euros to get early beta access. And you have to contribute, I think, at least that to get access to like working builds of the game. And I've been an on and off racing game fan for a long time now, and I'm having a good time with this so far. It seems right up my alley, and holy shit, this is coming to consoles as well. But on the PC, even in its really early stages, this game is fucking gorgeous right now.
So it's gonna be a full-fledged game on the consoles, or is it gonna be like a download, or what?
It's gonna be. I think my guess is that it's probably gonna be both digital distribution and retail release.
Well, that's pretty interesting that a retail release would kind of have that. That model of distribution, so you could like pre-buy the game.
Yeah, I mean, I might be talking out of my ass as well. Like,
okay, all right.
But,
well, I would. All right, so let's say that would be interesting if they would do that. So you might be talking out of your ass, but if someone does that, that'd be cool.
Yeah, true. I mean, like if you pre-order it, basically, when you buy early access, you're pre-ordering the game. But the game, as far as I know, is going to be 50 euros when it comes out. Which when it comes out in United States, North America, will probably get downsized to like $60. But if you buy it, you can buy it at like various different levels. Like if you buy it in for 50 euros, then you get like a free copy of the game. I bought it at 25 euros, which gave me like a 25 euro rebate if I choose to buy the full game after it comes out. But it's gonna have a full-fledged campaign. As far as I understand it, from what I've heard, it's gonna like that campaign mode doesn't exist in the game right now. It's just got like free races. It doesn't even have like online races in yet, but you can compete against other people online by like trying to get better times than them on the leaderboards. Yeah, there's going to be like a campaign mode where you start as like a kart racer. Not like Mario Kart, obviously, but like competitive go-karting, basically. And, like you work your way through that circuit, then you get up to like faster cars. Eventually you end up in Formula 1, which I guess is like the realistic career path for something like that. Not that I would know. But the foundation is there for what I think could be a truly special racing game. I have no idea if there's room for like a new simulation racing game, because like I feel like if you got an Xbox, you play Forza. If you've got PlayStation, you play Gran Turismo, and
if you have a PC,
you play Trackmania. Maybe I don't know, but
actually, yeah, that's true.
Big Bang Racing.
This could be like the PC's answer.
Yeah, maybe
something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the sim games too much. I was more like arcadey. Project Gotham was like the ultimate racing game.
I will say, when I first started, I was playing with the game on the pro settings, which had like, remember in Forza, I didn't play like past Forza 1, but in Forza 1 there were like assists that you could turn on and off, like steering assistance, racing line, like ABS on or off. This is like that. When I first started playing on pro, it had ABS off, like steering assistance off. So when you have ABS off in a racing game, it makes it a huge pain in the ass because you can't turn while you're braking.
Right.
Like once you brake, you just travel in a straight line. So if your braking or steering are like even slightly off going into a corner, you're fucked. But then I turned it down to normal, and it feels a lot less simmy. It feels maybe not quite as on the arcade side of things as Project Gotham. Maybe like in between Project Gotham and Forza, though. And I'm having a lot more fun with it now. I can actually like have clean laps where I don't spin out just on straightaways and stuff like that. But yeah, Project Cars seems really cool so far. I have no idea how far it is off from release, but I will do a video of that probably sometime this week or next week once I get good enough to do a lap while talking without crashing into walls.
I'm definitely gonna get that after you showed me the one screenshot. And
it looks gorgeous, man.
I had no idea about it, and I kind of thought, since I got a PlayStation 3 not too long ago, I was thinking, oh, do I want to get Gran Turismo 5? Like, it was a letdown for a lot if people.
Yeah, I
and
heard that.
Kind of like half finished, sort of. But so I think I might, give my loyalty to these guys if it's good enough, and we'll see. I'll kick your ass in it.
Yeah, I hope they have
probably
online play soon, because that would be a lot of fun for us to do. And I mean, it's expensive. That's the thing that's going to get a lot of people. Because €25, I mean, it's, I guess because of the Euro crisis, it's not as much as it used to be. Like, €25 to me, in my, like, 1990s brain, is like $50. But
yeah. It's
actually only $31.
Sweet.
So,
Canada's on the up and coming.
Yeah, so it wasn't that bad from a price perspective. But it was kind of a tough sell in the Steam sale. You're like, oh man, $30? Come on, I could get 10 games for that. But yeah, Project Cars. I don't know if I would say if you have a passing interest, is it worth checking out? I don't know, $30 is a little bit steep, but maybe wait for the video, or wait for release and see what reviews are going to say. Because I don't know, this could be the kind of game that I end up championing, and then comes out and it gets like 65s from people who actually know racing games. Because I don't really know racing games or cars that much, so take what I say with a grain of salt. And the other game, also in beta right now, that I picked up was Shootmania, or Shootmania Storm, I guess. So this is like a Twitch first-person shooter. Almost, if you're going to compare it to something, probably Tribes is the closest analog. And it's an unbelievably simple first-person shooter, but I've had a lot of fun with it so far. So what Shootmania is like, what makes it differ from a normal first-person shooter like a Call of Duty or a Counter-Strike or something. First off, you can have like insane amounts of people per map. Like sometimes I was playing with like 25, 28 people, but I've heard that maps can go as high as 100 people, like playing simultaneously.
Wow.
And it's very fast-paced, and there's like no weapon changes. Everybody starts with the same weapon, and it's like this laser gun. It's almost like it shoots a projectile at like the same speed as a rocket launcher in another game. And it's all very like brightly colored and contrasting. The visuals are very simple, but they work. So you'll shoot like a big red laser beam or something, or a purple laser beam, etc., etc. And the way you have very limited ammunition as well, but it recharges. So it's like you'll have five shots. If you want to fire those all right away, you can, but then you have to wait 20 seconds for a shot to recharge so you can use it again. So you do have to worry about ammo conservation a little bit. And you have health, but your health is not like if you get shot in the leg, you lose 20 HP. If you get shot in the head, you lose 100. You just have 2 health, basically. And if you get hit anywhere, you lose 1. If you get hit twice, you die, and your health does not regenerate.
Whoa.
I'm shooting everyone in the foot.
What's also different about it is that you don't score points for killing people, at least in the modes that I've played so far. You actually score points just for hitting them, so it's more like a paintball or a laser tag type thing.
Alright.
And the maps are very much designed like Tribes or like Quake or Unreal Tournament type maps. They're like big, but there's places within those environments that are designed to like put people very close together and duke it out. There's jump pads and stuff like that. I've only played about a half hour so far, but it's very fast and furious. It seems like a game you can just jump in. You can play 3 or 4 games of that in 15 minutes and then get off, go to work or whatever. Really, in the half hour I played so far, really having a good time with it. Now available, you can pre-order it from Shootmania Storm website. Again, just Google it for it's $14.99 or $15.99 or something like that. Not sure when that's coming out, but definitely give it a try. I think if you own Trackmania 2, you got free beta access for a week or something as well. But if you pre-order it off their website, you get unlimited, indefinite beta access, and I believe you get a copy of the game as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we all have copies of that now, so we'll probably make maybe a Saving Progress Arena. Probably not, maybe this week, but probably more likely 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. Oh, which reminds me, I've got to announce something.
Right. Well, we should just say that there won't be a podcast next week.
No.
Oh.
Because
Hillside.
Right. I was just thinking, well, I was going to be around, but you're not going to be around.
I mean, yeah, like
I'll be around.
yeah,
But I don't really want to record a podcast the day before we go either.
All right, Saving Progress podcast episode whatever, featuring me and me
Yeah.
alone.
Just Josh.
Just Josh.
No, yeah, because I'm gonna be
Singing the hits.
leaving.
Doo-bop,
when-
dip-dop, but
That's that's your version of the hits?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I'm leaving this Friday. I'm flying back to Ontario, the place to grow, place you know you love. And I'm gonna hang out with my family and my friends. I'm gone for like 10 days, so I'm not sure how much, at least on my individual channel, how much content I'll have going up. Not likely a huge amount, but you know,
sporadic
it's okay.
updates.
I'll be going to Hillside as well. Anyone watching this going to Hillside, flash us the guns and Saving Progress crew will buy you one $4 beer.
It's true.
$5.
It's $5
Yeah,
now?
it's $5 usually.
Oh man.
It's
It's good price, man. It's premium beer.
That's like $100 a day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
spend
seriously,
a lot there.
Hillside Festival. If you know what it is and you're going, then find us on the forums and message us or something. I don't know.
Just
It'd be
go
cool.
to the lake stage, and you guys are gonna be there.
Yeah, we're playing.
The Sun Stage, man. It's the spoken word.
Yeah, I'm doing a live Let's Play of The Binding of Isaac on stage.
That'd
I'll-
be pretty great.
People would not like that. At
Yeah, I
Hillside.
would get tomatoes thrown at me.
And yeah, people are usually pretty calm. So
Some girls would still probably flash their tits, though.
it's
Dude,
inevitable.
They don't even have to flash them. Dude. People just walk around with boobs hanging out
Yeah,
everywhere.
boobs everywhere. It's nice, actually.
Yeah, it's great.
Foxman goes down in history for liking boobs.
Boobs.
Yeah, so Hillside Festival. I'm still gonna have videos going up because I've got like 20 in stock right now,
Oh, big
waiting
man.
to be uploaded. But anyway, that's what I've been playing. Lots of stuff, and I've been not playing lots of stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
Played more Spelunky, played more Kerbal. That's it.
Dude.
Yeah, that's what happens for the Steam sale, man.
All right, so that was like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Should we jump to questions? Do you guys got any news?
Let's talk about new releases very, very quickly.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
Well, I haven't.
Tony Hawk
played
Pro
the
Skater
game.
HD.
Yes, that's what I was going for.
Heard it was not very good.
I
I'm
heard
seeing The Verge gave 5 out of 10. Giant Bomb gave it 3 out of 5. Some other places gave it even worse.
Yeah, I
I
saw
don't know.
Destructoid gave it 4.5.
I don't read Destructoid.
I was just going by like the Metacritic.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, like, what happened? How can they not do well?
It brings the series back to its roots with the splotchy coat of paint.
I heard, okay, there's some things I heard about it. One, there's only 6 levels, and the rest is DLC. So this is like a remake. It's like an amalgam of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Right.
So it's like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 levels, plus all the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 levels have manuals added as well. I think the revert, but the revert is not going to add to the combos or something anyway. But that conversation will make sense to people who played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater when it came out.
Why wasn't the revert gonna?
I know, it's weird. Okay, so there's only 6 levels, and the rest is coming as DLC, which is pretty shitty because the game's $15.
$15,
Wow,
little
$15
man.
and
Put
then
that shit
additional
in
DLC.
my hand.
Yeah.
That money doesn't show you owe
Do
me,
they
owe
have
me,
a price count for how much the DLC is gonna be?
I don't know about that yet.
But no, f that, because like if it's any more than like $1, then
Right.
you're paying like, $1 for a map, and then like by $5, and you're spending $20 for a game that's like 10 years old.
Yes. I've also heard that the cool thing they did with the soundtrack is they brought back the songs from like the original game. Oh, there's only like 9 songs, I want to say.
Right.
And they don't, like in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and even 1, you had the ability to like change the song on the fly. But I don't think you can do that in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD. You definitely cannot like choose which songs you never want to play.
Right.
Which is what I did like in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I
Yeah,
was like,
you just
or what was it? TNT. Just all TNT.
yeah,
ACDC.
just turn on Power Man 5000, and then you're good.
I will
Don't
say,
worry about anything else.
fan favorites, When Worlds Collide by Power Man 5000
Yeah.
and Superman by Goldfinger are both in there.
Oh, definitely.
Great
Which I think
song.
was probably the principal selling point for a lot of people buying this on day one.
Oh yeah, I have I have the first Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 through 4 like the soundtracks like on my computer just because I love that series so much and I love like all the music from it. I mean, that music was like pretty freaking influential in like how like I kind of like grew into music and like different like artists and stuff that I listened to, which is kind of weird to say.
I think that's true for a lot of people, actually.
So let's see, video game music.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater franchise as a kid, like a teenager. I bought Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, 2, 3, 4, Underground, and then like even with Underground, I was like, this is starting to show its age a little bit. And then it seems like they just didn't innovate. And I mean, like Underground 2 came out, and I think you and I bought American Wasteland.
Yeah.
And American Wasteland, I was just like, fuck this. Like,
yep. And then my brother got me Project 8 for Christmas one year. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna take this back to GameStop. Do you care? He's like, no, go ahead. I'm like, okay. So yeah, that was a brotherly bonding moment right there. But yeah, it just kind of, I don't know, it just lost its luster. It
seems like it was Call of Duty before Call of Duty was Call of Duty, right? Like,
yeah,
they were just like, we're putting out Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game every year, and I'm not shitting on Call of Duty because I'm not really that familiar with it, but it's like 2004 Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, 2005 Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Activision, Neversoft, what's your plan for 2007? I was thinking about making like a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater or something.
Right. But like when they did try to like innovate it, it was just like it was beyond its peak because they had Tony Hawk Downhill Skater for the Wii.
Yeah.
Which I don't believe sold well.
They came with the board, right? Like that.
No. Did that one come with the board? No, the board came after with Tony Hawk's like board skater.
I thought it was Downhill Jam that came with the board.
Yeah. No. I don't think it was Downhill Jam that came with it. There was another one that came out for the 360, and it wasn't Downhill Jam.
I don't know.
I forget what it's called, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Downhill Jam. Downhill Jam was the one for Wii, and then they came out with a newer one, but nobody bought it because nobody cared about Tony Hawk anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
He was like 40 something.
And there was something like, there were like minor complaints that I saw as well. People were like, okay, so like in the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Spider-Man was like an unlockable character, and he's not there anymore. But that kind of makes sense because Neversoft doesn't have that license anymore.
You guys ever play Spider-Man 2?
Great game, yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
I lost my balloon.
I find it so hilarious. Like, they're gonna allow me to vent for a second. So, Josh, you and I were part of this video game website, New Wave Gaming. It's probably the shittiest name I could possibly imagine.
But we were like really young when we made
We were like 14, 15.
No excuses.
Pretty young. We were back in high school anyway. So we ran this gaming site. It was just like written reviews, previews, news about gaming. And somehow, just through like perseverance, we managed to get like review copies for games. Even though our site was shitty and got like probably 500 views a day total, I would just email companies, and I don't know if it was like we were right place at right time, like the internet was still young enough, or this like kind of cottage industry of the internet was young enough that companies were like, sure, we're losing no money sending them a copy, it's just free promotion. And somehow Activision ended up sending us copies of games, which, I mean, this was before Activision was enormous, but still, I was like, wow, that's like a huge coup for us that we have all these Activision. Like, I would go to my mailbox, and like every 2.5 weeks, there would just be a new Activision game in there. And even after our site went down, they kept sending them. Like,
Oh yeah.
our site went down in like April, and then Spider-Man 2 came out in like June or July. I think it was June. And I emailed them, and I was like, hey, you know, like, our site doesn't exist anymore. If you want to keep sending games, that's cool, but I just thought you should know. And then they never sent anymore.
Right.
But anyway, the whole point of this is, like, I think of that situation where we had, like, Activision and Majesco and, like, Ubisoft sending us free games and shit. I think of that every time that now that I'm getting, like, 5 million views a month, I email a AAA studio, and they're like, I don't think we can make room in our marketing allotment of promo copies to give you a copy right now. I'm like, bitch, when I was 15... I was getting copies for writing these, like, borderline broken English. I mean, it wasn't really broken English, but it wasn't very good writing. Like, people, like, 12 people are viewing this, and you're sending me free copies now. I have, like, 20,000 people per video, and you won't send me a copy of Lollipop Chainsaw? I didn't know if I wanted to name anything there, but...
You probably were better off not naming.
Whatever. Step to me, Capcom. I said it. That might not be Capcom. I can't even remember.
No idea.
Anyway... Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD came out.
Yeah. And apparently it's not that good. That's a shame.
heard-
I want to try it out, at least a demo, maybe.
$15 is crazy for 6 levels.
$15 is a little bit absurd for that. But damn, I love that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great game. I wonder what maps they are.
I'm surprised that there's not like some sort of freeware skating game out there. Not like, I mean, I know Skate's obviously out there, but it's not freeware. But like something on like PC that just like is Tony Hawk, but it's not called Tony Hawk. It's called, I don't care. Call it like Bob Burnquist or something.
Remember that guy? He had a good burn twist, man.
He had a really sweet hat that he wore every once in a while.
I used to do that burn twist move in the pool all the time. Like my friend had a pool with a staircase, and I would always like swim up to it and do like a little like plant my hand on the edge of the stairs and then do a little like somersault in the air. It's like burn twist. That was so cool. Do you guys have favorite Tony Hawk Pro Skater level in your oeuvre?
Ooh.
I'm just gonna say mine's Chicago from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1.
No. Mine.
Or Kona. It was Vans or Kona Skate Park from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Kona Skate Park was pretty good. There was one, I think it was on 4. It was like a French kind of like broken down skateboard park.
Oh, Marseille.
Yeah, I think I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
Maybe not my favorite. That's the only one that's coming to mind right now.
Is that 4 or 3?
4 or 3. I really get those two.
I mean, it makes sense.
Right. I wanted to. Yeah,
Cruise Ship from
Alcatraz.
3. Oh.
That one kind of sucked though.
Cruise Ship?
Cruise Ship was good. Cruise Ship was pretty good.
You guys are fucking crazy.
You had to get like a 500,000 point combo, and it took a while to realize it's like, okay, just do manuals and grinds, man.
Did you guys were you more fans of the downhill levels like Phoenix and Airport, or you like the ones where you can kind of move around?
Airport, I fucking love the Airport. Yeah, actually, that's probably I don't know.
I like I probably just like the skate park ones.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I mean, like the first time you play through a level, obviously, like the better ones are the ones that you can explore more. So like Alcatraz or like Airport or something, like you could just like kind of go along the whole level. But at the end of it, it's just like there's not much to do there. Every once in a while, there's like some little pool or something that you can like hang out in and like grind on that. But like for the most part, like you're gonna get the biggest like combos and shit, like or like the experience like the most like skateboarding like well-rounded experience at like one of like the actual skate park venues.
That's how I feel about it. Yeah.
Right. I don't know.
All right, I think that's probably enough.
Yeah, Tony Hawk.
Tony
any
Hawk.
releases else?
Dyad came out for PlayStation 3 Network. I know nothing about it except for the fact that everybody loves it, and it's getting like maybe not Game of the Year reviews, but very good reviews.
Wait, what game?
DYAD. Dyad.
Dyad.
My guess. That's for PSN.
Well, maybe I'll have to check it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would suggest it. It looks like it's pretty good. A
Uh,
visually dense PSN racing game with an abstract art style where the player uses puzzle elements to increase his speed.
It's kind of weird.
It is
Sounds
weird.
kind of neat.
I agree. Could be cool.
Fox, do a video.
you got it.
Okay, there you go. You got
I have
it.
to wait a couple weeks though when I get back probably, but yeah, sure, I'll have a look at it.
It's $300.
No problem. I'll just expense it.
All right.
Wor-
That's pretty much new releases, I think.
World War Z novel to transform into a video game.
That's really weird because the novel is not video gamey at all.
Well,
But the movie might be because that's coming out soon.
yeah, Paramount Pictures filed 2 trademarks for the project. Entertainment services, namely online and electronic games. The second is under the classification downloadable electronic game programs, electronic game software for handheld devices, and video
Yep.
game cartridges/discs.
I smell a World War Z Facebook game and probably a World War Z like iOS game.
Yeah.
Well, cartridges or discs, they said that too. So really, it could be 360.
Yeah,
I think they
don't
just
know.
misspelled dicks.
And
You can buy games for discs now.
Wait, right? What did you just say?
Cartridges.
Oh my god.
I tried.
The most R-rated episode of Saving Progress podcast yet.
There's that episode where you talked about fucking 8-year-olds.
Maybe you were.
That's new releases.
Ryan's a pedophile, everyone.
We have anything for news?
I don't...
Steam sales going on
Steam sales going on.
for
Just
another 3
throw your
days.
wallet at your screen and not be able to pay for anything anymore. Actually, I don't know. Is it-
Rock Band Blitz is coming out August 28th. August
Oh, yeah.
29th.
That was at PAX this year. I didn't play it though.
Wait, what's different about this one?
It's like instead of playing an instrument, it's like more like frequency or amplitude, the games that Harmonix did before Guitar Hero and Rock Band, where you're like using your controller and controlling like a ship along a track, and notes will come at you, and then you have to switch tracks to go from like instrument to instrument.
See, that's deceiving. Because when I see Rock Band Blitz, I think of actual instruments and stuff.
Plus arcadey football.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, we should play some NFL Blitz, all of us.
Oh shit, I love NFL Blitz.
Too bad the netcode is horrible.
Oh, that's
come
true. That might have been my connection that screwed us over a lot back in the day when I first got it. So like now in this new house, I got some pretty bitchin' internet.
Yeah, maybe.
So we should try it again.
Maybe.
The soundtrack for Rock Band Blitz, I don't want to offend anybody, but it's dog shit right now. It's really bad. Trying to think of some stuff on here that's notable. Jesse's Girl.
Jesse's girl.
Girl.
That was pretty good. Jungle Boogie.
When is Age of Empires Online coming out?
It's been out
It's
for a
already
long
out.
time, man.
Yeah, it's been.
What the fuck, assholes? Why aren't we playing it?
'Cause
It
it's
sucks.
free to play garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Do you want to hate your life for a long time?
Battlefield 4 beta is coming out fall of 2013.
Because we were all such big fans of Battlefield 3.
Right.
I just, why they gotta announce it? That's a friggin' long ways away. It's over a year.
Wait, when is it? Fall?
Fall of 2013.
It is a long way away.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Borderlands 2, quick playthrough takes around 60 hours.
Wow.
Well, there's a question about that in their Ask SP, so don't talk about Borderlands 2 yet.
Let's move on to questions. I don't think we have any news, really.
Honestly, yeah. I don't know.
Nothing big really happened except Steam still.
Ouya met its goals by like 1,000-fold.
Yeah, it's over 5 million, isn't it? Or
Let's check that out quickly. Yeah, 5,096,000. 21 days to go.
so they'll probably get like 7 million or 8 million.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
probably.
Maybe even more. I don't know if it's gonna kind of die off or because other people see that people are funding it, and then they're like, "Well, shit, I can't be the only one not funding it."
I haven't funded it.
Yeah, well, I know one of our friends did.
Who was it?
Brad.
Wait, what do you get?
He funded. He's the $199 for the Ouya console.
Just 99, right?
No, he didn't do that, did he?
Yes, he did. He's talking about. He mentioned it on the forums or something.
I don't read what he has to say. I don't like that guy.
I love him.
That's not true. I love him too.
I can't wait to hug him at Hillside. Oh my god, it's gonna be the best
him
hug ever.
twice for me.
I will.
No.
I'll throw in a little dry hump.
Yes.
Are we ready for questions?
Yeah.
I got a question from the Steam group.
Okay. Yeah, you're live with the Steam group right
Yeah,
now.
dude.
I've been live all night, just hanging out, just seeing what these guys had to say.
Should we promote
So-
the Steam group first?
What?
Should we what?
From
Promote
like
it?
kind
Yeah,
of.
it's the Saving Progress fans Steam group. It's 2 out of 3 official from us. Like me and Foxy are part of it. Northernlight hasn't yet to grace us with his presence.
I haven't decided which date I'm taking to the dance yet.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean you gotta take your time. So
Just
it's okay.
go to the forums. There's like a thread about it, and you can find it and join it there.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. So anyways, it's Exotics would like to know when you guys first started gaming.
When?
Yes, when? Like age.
Me. Well, for me, it was pretty like as early as I can remember because I have 2 older brothers who always had like the consoles and stuff like that. So if I wasn't playing, I was watching them, and then when they finished playing, I would try and play. And so I was probably like three, yeah, trying to play, and 4. Like when I was 4, I actually got pretty good and started beating some pretty hard games actually. So
You told me you beat Ninja Gaiden when you were 4?
yeah.
What? Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't
Not that
think I
crazy.
ever beat like Super Mario Brothers when I was 4 or ever.
We
Well, that's not true.
beat the third one. Like
After
we would
that.
we would play that together. Like I'd play it with my brothers and sister. We'd like, switch off like somebody do level and switch it to somebody else. And there's one time we were playing though, and we were like on the 8th world, and I had this like kind of like rubber bouncy ball that was just bouncing around in the basement we were in.
Uh-oh.
and I accidentally bounced it, and it like bounced on top of the NES because we had it like just sitting on the floor, and it
I
just
think everybody
automatically
has a story like that.
it restarted it, and they're like, "You little shit."
It was like in slow motion. This thing. No.
Yeah. So I felt bad, but yeah, I beat that game at some point too when we were younger. But Ninja Gaiden was probably my biggest achievement. Probably still
Right.
is. Speaking relatively,
Yeah, I was
Right?
like 3.
Yeah.
Super
I
Mario
think
World.
I was. Yeah, I
so-
think I was pretty young as well.
maybe
I started
4.
with like the NES, kind of like I don't remember what like my first game was,
Mhm.
but it had to have been probably like Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, something like that.
It's weird. Like I didn't have any NES experience really until I got older.
Mm.
I started with Super Nintendo.
Atari here, baby. Woo!
I think I had my grandparents had like an Atari 2600.
Mhm.
That's a console.
Yeah.
Played a lot of Pitfall, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of my early days I spent with the Super Nintendo.
All right.
But I was pretty young, yeah. 92, 93, 4 or 5 years old.
When I wasn't playing the games, I was building houses out of the cartridges. We had so many.
Those expensive building materials, man.
I guess so.
And what happens if it rains?
You just put a tarp over it.
That's it.
All
yeah.
right.
All right, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the only question on the Steam group?
No, I like this one too. It's from Allo Bomb, and he wants to know, what do you guys think about Northern Lions Twitter questions about removing the downvote/dislike button from YouTube?
That's curious. Yeah, I asked that question
Oh.
yesterday as like just food for thought because I've been thinking about it. What's prompted it is that there will be situations like I put up a video today of this game called Sushi Castle. Well, it'll be yesterday now. And for background, Sushi Castle is Xbox Live indie games release, not arcade indie games. That is total ripoff of The Binding of Isaac, like shameless ripoff of The Binding of Isaac, except for the fact that it's like reskinned, like it's all Japanese cultural stuff, like ninjas and sushi and sumo wrestlers, whatever. I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just saying those are cultural
Yeah,
symbols of Japan.
that's literally what is in the game.
Yes, and people were like, I know the dislikes on this video were high, and I mean, inevitably it's going to be high sometimes because people are going to be like, well, you're bitching too much, like you're being annoying about it. But then there were people who were like, I dislike this video because it's such a shameless ripoff of The Binding of Isaac, and I'm like, well, you're not hurting the creators, you're just kind of hurting me with that. So I was thinking, like, maybe it would be better, or it would be interesting if YouTube got rid of the dislike button. There's pros and cons for both sides. The pro of getting rid of the dislike button is that it wouldn't. The only thing the dislike button does is hurt the ranking of the search result ranking of the person making the video, basically. So if you got rid of it, then that wouldn't you wouldn't be able to get dislikes for things that maybe weren't your problem. You just have people like hating videos and disliking them because they don't like who you are personally, which of course grows proportional to the rate at which your channel grows. Mm-hmm. But there are negatives as well, as people have pointed out. Like, I don't know, how do you show content creators that you don't like this content relative to other content? There's arguments, you could leave comments or something. I don't know. It's just an interesting question. I thought to be asked. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think the dislike button, by and large, is a good thing. But the main argument that people got, I think, is totally invalid. People were like, well, what if there's like really shitty videos like Reply Girls and stuff? Like, how do we show our disapproval with those videos? Don't fucking watch them. Like, if you're gonna click dislike on the video, you're gonna click it, open it, and there's always the possibility you're giving them more ad money. You're like making their video more viral to a certain extent, and every view you give them helps their search ranking as well. So even if you're just opening these videos to dislike them, you're being counterproductive. You're helping them become infamous. So if there's a video you don't like, the best thing to do is not necessarily click the dislike button unless you really hate the person creating it and you want to see them fail or something. The best thing to do is just not watch it, because even if you dislike my video, if you hate me and hate my video, you've still given me money by watching it. If you don't want to give me money, if you want to see me die in a car fire or something, just unsubscribe. Don't watch my videos. I don't give a shit.
If you unsubscribe, people actually die in a car fire. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, that's that question, I guess.
Well, the question was how do we, not how do you. We already know how you feel.
All right, asshole, then
Just joking. I agree with you pretty much. It's.
I love your grape lady impression, man.
Oh. Oh
She
man,
fell so hard.
No, it's like I think the dislike thing is good if people use it properly, but inevitably, people are just not going to understand, like, how it's, yeah, oh, I don't like what's going on in this video per se, or the game in it, so I'm just going to dislike the video, because you think that's going to, like, do something? I don't know. Maybe they just don't want you doing games like that, but that seems stupid, because then that's kind of like biased journalism.
I should point out as well, like, as much as I got kind of up in arms about the fact that people use the dislike button for wrong reasons, but people use the like button for wrong reasons too. And I mean, I'm not trying to discourage this. I actually really appreciate it, but because it helps me out a lot. But when people are like the video before even seeing it, I'm like, okay, that's
Right.
You might hate the video. I mean, I really appreciate the fact that you liked it. It helps me out a lot. And like, I get that you're trying to help me support my channel. So I guess it's like a double-sided sword. Like, people misuse the dislike button, which is bad for me and everybody who was creating these videos. But people also misuse the like button, and that's good for me. And probably the good does outweigh the bad in that situation.
Right. I mean, I would rather have people not misuse the like button than misuse the dislike button.
Right.
I suppose. Because it's not harming anyone.
Yeah, it's just helping.
Right. So, I mean, that's the reason that Facebook's not making any kind of like dislike button, just because you don't want to make those kind of wakes sometimes. Especially for like something that's like more friends like oriented, like Facebook. I mean, you don't want to be that asshole who's always like disliking something, because people really kind of have like tendency to take that kind of stuff to heart.
Imagine if you put up like a picture of yourself, you thought you looked really good, and then like 3 people disliked it. You'd be like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, it's like, oh, I thought you guys were my friends.
I never understood like the logic behind a dislike button. People like us would use the dislike button great for each other.
Right.
Like if we posted something, we're like, got a new job, and then it would be like, Josh Smith disliked, Michael Fox disliked, because that's not a real dislike. That's a dislike like, good for you, but we can't say that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're bros.
Exactly. You gotta rib each other, tease each other. But people who want the dislike button to like genuinely dislike other people's thoughts are douchebags. Like,
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
it's like, you think your opinion is so superior? Just unsubscribe from them on Facebook. Delete them as a friend. No, you're not that important.
Right.
I don't want to. I'm too old to get into Facebook arguments anymore.
Yeah.
I
it's
hardly
kinda
even use
weird.
Facebook.
Facebook's like, I don't know. It's so massive, but I don't even know if it's like phasing out yet because it's like too big to die. But that's not
It's like
true
that
about
giant empty mall in China.
it. Yeah.
It is like that giant empty mall in China, except there's like 1.5 billion people in it.
Yeah, but they're just standing perfectly still. They're not shopping.
they're just standing there. Why are they standing there, guys?
Uh,
All right, Saving Progress road trip, China.
The empty
All
mall
of them
in
standing
China.
still.
I'll go.
All right.
All right, okay, there we go.
Everybody on the bus.
Is the bus moving or is it just standing there?
No, man.
We're
We're not.
the
The
road-
road's
Space
moving,
is
the bus
moving.
standing still.
You know, Futurama. The spaceship isn't moving. It's the universe itself,
Yeah.
Yeah,
or something.
totally.
Anyways, so that's all the Steam group questions you got going on there, Joshy Boo.
I have one more. If you have
Yeah.
Okay, so S.A. Nara wants to know, have you ever changed your personality by playing a video game?
No.
And so, like, what I take from this would be, like, a Mass Effect, like, if I'm playing, like, a bad character, maybe? But, like, I don't, like, change my personality per se. Like, I'll play, like, generally, like, who I would be. But, you know, if I want to do, like, a bad guy run, I'll, like, you know, murder a bunch of
Oh, I
people.
see. So it's not like, has any video game ever been like
Changed.
so emotionally impactful that it changed who you were?
I don't, yeah, at least I didn't take it like that.
If that's the question, then the answer is no for me at
Right.
least.
Mhm.
But if I've ever changed my personality to like role play a certain kind of character, yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I usually play as like a total asshole in every single game that gives you the power to be a total asshole. Like I think I've
I
talked
don't-
about this on the podcast before, but like Fallout New Vegas, just like I felt like the tutorial lady was patronizing me. She's like, use left click to shoot, and then I just like murdered her and shot her in the head, and then killed her dog, and then ate her dog in front of her corpse. It was like- and the same thing happened in like Red Dead Redemption, where there's like that side mission out in the desert where this dude's tied up, and then he's like, the guy who tied me up is a cannibal, and then the other guy's like, no, he's the cannibal. He's trying to do like a trick on you.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I like murdered the cannibal and then untied the other dude or something. I forget which one was actually the cannibal, but I murdered the guy who wasn't tied up, and then I freed the other dude, and he's like, thank you so much, you're my savior. And then I just murdered him too, and left their bodies for the vultures in the desert. So I mean, those are kind of things that I wouldn't really do in real life, probably.
Right.
But in a
No,
video game,
yeah,
it gives you the
yeah.
opportunity.
I don't play. I play like ambiguously. Like you don't know, like you don't know like what
You
kind of
lose
like personality.
canon.
It's just kind of like it's in the middle of the road. So I try to play more canon, especially like in Red Dead. Like I would never just like murder that dude just because it doesn't like, especially for Red Dead. Like John Marston has like some serious like issues, and like I think he's like trying to like make himself better, and so like. Doing that, like, I don't think he's just gonna murder like some random dude just like out the canyon for not being eaten by a cannibal.
Maybe your John Marston wouldn't.
Yeah, but like even in the cutscenes, it doesn't affect like the cutscenes at all. And
Right.
so in that, like you're like some like sad mopey dude who's like trying to get his family back. But, like on the outside, you're just killing everyone left and right.
And then we'd like ride around and shoot everybody's horse in the face and stuff like that. It's
Yeah,
just a good old time in the desert. Murdering horses and making our friends walk 12 miles back to the town.
Oh, man.
Days.
Oh, man.
I usually play. Well, I was gonna say I play differently. Actually, like sometimes I try and interpret the actual personality of the character or like how they're trying to convey them, and I kind of just like go along with it. So, if dude's like a badass asshole or whatever, then that's kind of how I play. If he's like a goody goody, usually I'll fill that role too. So,
Right.
it makes it different. You know, switch it up.
I'm just a total asshole across the board. So we're out of questions from the Steam chat.
Unless you want to answer, was there a game that you weren't allowed to play when you were younger?
Diablo
but you
2.
really wanted to?
No. I played everything. Was
I
allowed.
think I wasn't like barred from playing anything, but I also didn't really care. But like I'm pretty sure if like my mom was like knew that like what was really going down like GTA 3, she might have had some choice words. But by that point, I think I was like of like a decent age for me to like not
Yeah.
care. I don't know.
I had to jump
But-
through some hoops to play like Vice City. Because at that point, I think I did have to bring like a guardian or parent into the EB to be like,
Right. Yeah.
can you buy this for me? But yeah, I was definitely not allowed to play Diablo 2 when it came out, despite saving my ass off for it. And like Mortal Kombat as a kid was a no-go, which is comical looking back because it's like it's such.
Oh yeah. I wasn't allowed. My mom got mad if I played like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Because like she knew what that was. Because like, oh my god, there's blood in the video game.
Don't play Mortal Kombat or soon you'll be uppercutting people's heads off their bodies soon.
Yeah, exactly. The best part about like this kind of story is that I have like from like an opposite perspective.
Yeah.
And so I worked at a game retailer.
Shall
fairly
remain
large.
nameless.
Yeah, shall remain nameless. But like, I would have these little punks that like come in and just like mess up the store and just kind of like scream and yell and carry on. And then they come up with like Grand Theft Auto or like Halo. And like I was like, well, do you have your mother? And like she'd like come up and I'd be like, well, ma'am, you're buying this game for your son. It's rated M, and that means it's rated M for mature. And it's rated M for mature because there's excessive blood and gore, there's violence, sex, and nudity. And by that point, she's like, oh my god, I can't believe you made me want to buy this disgusting crap. And like she like yanked the kid by the ear like out of the store, and it was
You ruined that kid's life.
Oh yeah, I did.
That kid's probably listening right now.
Yeah.
It was you all along.
It was you, Jay Smith. Yes.
Never
Yes, it
got to
was,
play
little Tommy.
BMX Triple X because of Josh Smith.
Fucking love that game, man.
Did you actually play it?
No.
For a bit, yeah.
Really?
I think I rented it or something.
What?
What?
Did you touch your willy?
No, man. It's fucking like square boobs and shit.
It's the best kind.
Oh. All right, are we ready for some Twitter questions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got 3 different avenues for questions now.
This is actually great. Oh yeah, so Ryan, you gonna do the forum ones?
Yeah, I guess
then?
I'll handle the questions from the forum.
Okay, we can always switch it up the next.
Yeah, if you
week
want
or-
to ask a question,
First question. Ua to Sertanda of BC Now. Imagina. I think this is
What?
somehow been tagged as Ask SP by accident. Because it's not in our language. Oh. And it's a girl giving her pictures, like giving the duck face kind of
oh
kiss.
yeah,
Okay, first question. Same progress asks, how many views / subs before you're asked to be partnered on YouTube? And in summary, what does a partnership mean? So, that's a really, I guess, from what I know, like partnerships, because I'm not partnered yet. I've had some offers and stuff I'm kind of mulling on, whatever. But Partnerships vary from different outlets, but it seems to be, as time goes on, it's a little easier to get partnerships now than it was a few years ago, at least with YouTube. But I think a lot of people used to say you want for YouTube something like 1,000 subs or 100,000 views.
I think that's the standard now. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's even at that point, you're not going to see like a partnership if you're putting ads and stuff on all your videos. You're probably not going to make, enough money to write home about. It might buy you a lunch once a month or something like that, but nothing super extensive. So
yeah, it's the thing is that people put the cart before the horse on stuff like this. They're like worried about how to get partnered. That's not important unless you're big, like unless you're getting decent amounts of views. You shouldn't worry about getting partnered. What you should worry about first is building an audience so that when you get partnered, that actually translates into some tangible rewards. Because if you're getting like 50 views, okay, let's say you're getting like 3,000 views per month. Let's say 10,000 views per month. That's a nice round number. You get partnered, you might be like, this is the greatest day of my life. No, it's not. That doesn't mean you're going to get rich. That means you're going to make like $15 a month.
Yep.
So you should really spend less time, if you're very small, worried about getting partnered, and more time worried about how to build an audience. And the answer to how to build an audience has been covered before, but consistent content, good audio video quality, tag your videos appropriately with metadata and stuff like that. Don't sweat so much the partnerships, because that's like, if you get big, the partnerships will come naturally. You don't have to work for that.
Exactly. So that's that's a good way to put it. We've covered that before. Let's go to the next one. Well, next one was a request. Give a shout out to the Steam fan page, which we did. So that's cool. I'm glad that people are kind of doing that. That's fun. Hopefully,
what up, Steam fan page?
Yeah, lots of people over there. So again, you can find the link to that on our forums. Go get over there, you punks. Saving progress. Did you guys buy Spec Ops: The Line, and what were your thoughts on it? If you did, well, we already talked about that. Haven't played it yet, so we'll obviously be giving you thoughts in the weeks to come when we get to sit down and play it. So that's that. What do we have next? What did you guys do before you were YouTube commentators? Same thing I do now, essentially. Well, I have a job.
Went to school?
Yeah, I went to school.
For like
and then
21 years.
Yeah, well, I guess some people might want to know what Josh and I do. Ryan is a full-time YouTuber. Before that, well, you can cover that when you get to that, but I've just been working in like the power industry, I guess, kind of like different aspects of it, development, operations, construction. It's interesting, It's work. It pays the bills.
Would you describe yourself as a power man?
Oh, definitely.
How many other power men do you think there are?
10.
Power Man 10. Yeah, I remember them.
5,000.
Yeah!
Gotcha. Oh, good stuff. So yeah, what about you, Joshy Boo?
Well, I went to school. I went to university, and I graduated with a bachelor's in public relations. I'm currently working in the medical field for customer service and representation. Just moved down to Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where I spend most of my time now.
It sounds like you're reading your LinkedIn profile right now.
I should. I haven't. I need to update that shit, actually.
Graduated with honors.
I did graduate with honors.
Magna cum laude?
Oh, yeah. I got the cum on me.
You graduated with a bachelor's in sexual relations.
69 was my specialty.
It's a first-year class, man.
69, 101. I'm the professor. That's just kind of what I'm doing right now. It's a new job, and I'm liking it so far, but hopefully this YouTubes can start paying me with some internet money at some point down the road. But for right now, this is a great hobby, and I like doing this with you guys, so I'm cool.
I went to school for biology. I graduated, and then I took a year, and I went to Korea to teach English. And while I was in Korea, I built up this YouTube channel, and by the time I got back in like December of 2011, I was doing well enough to support myself full time, and it's continued to grow since there. So that's where I stand and where I came from.
Mm-hmm. I guess I should mention what I went to school for, which is completely unrelated to what I do now, and YouTubing as well, which is urban planning, and I specialized in urban design. Kind of like landscape architecture, I guess.
Great at SimCity, though.
I haven't played it in a while. I'm really getting excited for the
It
next
was like
one.
$5 today for SimCity.
Yeah,
4.
SimCity 4 is the deal right now.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
Deadly
should.
Brad 42 is like favorite game of all time.
Think I might. Yeah, I think I'll go and get that because I gotta.
All right, well, hopefully the podcast is over before 5 hours from now.
Oh fuck.
That's how long it's going.
We still got half an hour before we reach last week's.
That's good. Maybe we can stop before then.
No, keep on. We're going fast. It's a new record.
Okay, so that question is pretty much. There's a question on Dark Souls, but we've already talked about that in previous ones.
We should. There's like the weekly Dark Souls update from Northern Lions Corner. Coming out on Steam. It's going to be $40.
Yeah, I mean, it's just asking how do you envision the Dark Souls PC controls?
No idea. That is a major concern of mine. I think they're definitely going to have like native Xbox 360 controls because it's got Games for Windows Live like hard coded into it. And I would definitely recommend if you have an Xbox 360 controller, like a wired one or like a Bluetooth receiver to make it work with your PC, use that because it's possible the PC controls might be good. And whenever I mention this, it always becomes this bullshit argument about like, oh, keyboard and mouse is superior to controller. For Dark Souls, I cannot envision a way for an effective control scheme to be laid out on a keyboard and mouse. I love the keyboard and mouse for lots of things. Like, I don't play first-person shooters with my Xbox 360 controller anymore, whenever possible anyway. But I'm pretty sure that it's going to control better with the controller than it does with the keyboard and mouse. So if you can do that, I would recommend it. There might be a serviceable control scheme on the PC. I have no idea. But if you want to be 100% sure that it's going to control well, and the control in Dark Souls is very, very important, Xbox 360 controller or some kind of gamepad is the way to go for sure.
Yeah. Okay. What else do we have? There's quite a few.
And that's been the Dark Souls Corner. Every week.
In the Dark Souls Corner, weighing
if any of you have,
180 pounds, Northern Line.
if any of you have played it, what are your opinions on Train Simulator 2012? I almost bought that today. I swear to God.
Brad did.
I bought it.
No,
I
Clint
bought
did,
it in the
didn't he?
holiday sale last year, like 2011's holiday sale,
I think Clint gifted it to Brad.
and himself. Like he bought it for himself and he gave it to Brad.
Oh.
Yeah. So like Brad was telling me in the Steam chat earlier, he's like, "All right, I built this train, and I wanted it to like go to this house, like go through it, like break the house." So he did it, and so what anticlimactically happened was like the train like went through the house, but the house was like still standing.
Yeah.
So like somewhere, like some dudes is like, well, I guess I got a train going through my house. They made like the whole thing just like some sort of weird tunnel, which would be pretty interesting to see.
Train Simulator 2012 is such a funny game because I'm pretty sure 95% of their sales come from people making fun of it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I bought you Train Simulator. Ha, fuck you, dude. All right, let's go get some beers. Right? But like, I mean, good for them because it feels like this is a game. Like I played like a couple hours of it because it takes like a couple hours to do a single mission. I was like reading a book at the same time. But
Pride or not Pride and Prejudice, War and Peace.
exactly, yeah. Well, I was moving from like Sacramento to Fresno or something, but anyway, like I feel like if you're into trains, it's a fine game. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it's funny that it's become this weird like. Because people think it's like a so bad it's good type of thing, but what it actually is like it just appeals to a very, very small percentage of the population.
Right.
And that's they must be making wicked money on the DLC as well, because that very, very small percent of the population, that like 0.2% of people who are really into trains, I feel like paid full price for this game because they're like, fuck it, there's not that many train games coming out, I might as well buy it as soon as it hits the release, right? And also those people are rich and they will buy a lot of DLC.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like 0.2% of, or, maybe like 1% of Rail Simulator 2012 owners have probably spent like $300 on that game, and maybe like 95% have spent like $10 or less.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the game's fine. It's not my cup of tea at all. There's more than just a lever that you're moving up and down, though,
Right.
which is what people think it is.
That'd be pretty great.
I mean, you can do it that way.
Yeah. That's the worst.
But there is more if you want it.
Okay, what do we got here? It's kind of like unrelated question, but I want to bring it up because, well, one, it says, how do you make proper poutine? And I plan on making a video with my mom. We're gonna make some poutine together.
I
So
plan on making a video with your mom as well.
don't do it. Don't do it.
What kind?
How to make
No, I'm
poutine.
actually I'm like dead serious. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna get my mom to like help me make poutine and then put it on YouTube for like 3,000 people to watch.
Get her to make a how to properly store brandy video.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, you guys. Should I tell the story?
Yeah, go ahead. No.
Basically, no. I don't know. I mean, I could. Do we have time?
Don't. Yeah,
We got a lot of questions.
the story
Okay.
Yeah, we got-
is that there's a bottle of brandy that she stored.
That's not even close to the goodness of it.
Can we put it in a Coke?
It's gotta. You need to see the pictures, anyways. But okay, here's a good question. Do you think Steam sales are a major force in turning the tides towards digital distribution from or being the norm? Sorry.
Yes.
Great.
That and faster internet.
Yes, actually, I'm definitely anything that's gonna be like, hey, ISPs, get this shit into the next generation of technology, you know, because fucking satellite internet doesn't cut it for me.
I meant
Although-
faster internet is driving digital distribution, not digital distribution driving faster internet. But you might be right; it might be working both ways.
Yeah, I think, well, to some extent. But either way, I think things are definitely moving. We touched on this like way back, but maybe not. I don't think it's this next generation of consoles, but it might be kind of the norm by PlayStation 5 or whatever the heck. You know, I think that would definitely, depending on the lifespan of the PlayStation 4 and the next Xbox 720 or whatever it's going to be called. So I'm excited, I guess. A lot less waste. That's always good. What else do we have?
Questions.
Right. Okay. No, we already talked about ooh yeah, or oh yeah. No, another oh yeah question. Let's see. Let's get a different. What games were you? Okay, it's sort of a good one, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. What games were you hyped up for the most, and did it live up to your expectations?
The movie Prometheus.
No, I haven't
see
watched it yet.
Everybody is really dumb despite being scientists.
Dude, scientists.
No,
What?
no,
No.
not this dumb.
Okay. But it's got
I-
Charlize Theron in it,
It
so
does.
how you can go wrong with that? A piece of candy.
She's
Oh.
cute, you know.
She's
Cutie
pretty
pie.
cute.
She's probably my
Mr.
favorite
F.
African.
I don't
okay.
like getting excited for games anymore.
I don't either.
like-
Fable ruined it for me, motherfuckers.
Yeah, Fable. I mean, it's not like Fable ruined it because it took me a while to like even buy Fable. But like, I totally like when he announced it, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be good. And then when it came out, I was like, well, the reviews aren't that great. I mean, they're good, but it's not like groundbreaking as I thought it was gonna be. So I waited and I got it, and I'm glad I got it at the cheaper price. So that was nice. But I will say that I was excited for Red Dead Redemption
Right.
when that was gonna come out. And that game still managed to blow me away.
True,
And
yeah.
that hasn't happened in a long time for me. And so I'm happy that could still happen. But I try not to get excited for games that are coming out just because I never know how well they're going to actually be. And so I'd rather just be pleasantly surprised by the game than be disappointed in it.
You know what would have made Fable better?
If you could plant a tree,
Yeah,
and then wait 20 years.
I was thinking
and
like
then
if you
it'll
planted
be-
a tree and then
Yeah.
waited like
And then
20
you-
years or
you-
something and the tree grew.
And then you fuck it. Right?
No, that's Fable Triple X.
Well, it's better than Fable Xbox avatars or whatever the hell.
Fable Heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard that was pretty garbage.
you garbage.
Oh, that was out of nowhere.
Okay, next
That escalated
question.
Quickly.
What is the best deal of the summer sale you guys have seen?
Oh.
If you don't own like, there's obviously a lot of great deals. If you're talking about shit that is like tons of playtime, super cheap. If you don't own like the Binding of Isaac, $1.25 is pretty good for that. Terraria $2.50, Super Meat Boy $3.75, stuff like that.
Bastion's $3.75. I still don't have that.
Bastion
Actually,
is a
the offer
good
ended.
game.
Oops. Looks like I'm still not buying it.
It'll go on sale again.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
It's been on sale like 4 times already.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not scared. Game of Thrones. Oh fuck! Game of Thrones game is $25.
Yeah, I heard it's
Like,
garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I read
Does it
all
have
the books.
boobs
It probably has boobs if it's anything like the books.
for the show?
Saints
Or the
Row
show
the
has
Third at $12.74. Like, it's a great deal.
Yeah.
74.
$12.74.
Windows 250.
What's the deal with that?
They round down, man, instead of rounding up.
Right.
Oh, hey, you guys ready for Canada to phase out the penny?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Badass.
in
How
like
they
the
gonna-
this
Yeah,
fall.
that's pretty cool.
For any sort of like physical transactions, it gets rounded up to the nearest like 5 cents.
Hmm.
And then I think they still have like, pennies or whatever for anything that's done through like debit or Visa and stuff like that. But
Okay.
so if you buy something with cash, you could be paying a couple cents extra. So it's a big deal.
Save up now.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people pissed. Like, I don't. It'd be
It
hard
costs-
for America to do that. Like,
It's gonna save money, man, because it costs like 1.5 cents or 2 cents to make a penny.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say get rid of the pennies.
Fuck
Down with
'em.
them. But I don't think the rest of America is gonna agree with me because everyone hates everything.
I'm not paying an extra 0.02% per transaction.
Yeah, exactly. Even though it's gonna like make them not have to count as much.
Yeah. If it saves you literally a second a year, then it's probably worth it.
Exactly.
But
I don't know.
This one's about Spelunky beating the game in 8 minutes. We already kind of talked about
never gonna
that.
happen for us.
I'm
What
gonna
is-
do it. Like I'm just
First
gonna
run.
yeah.
Okay, here's kind of a good one, I guess. Are there any games, in your opinion, that get too much recognition for their quality, or games that deserve more recognition? I shouldn't say games that get too much recognition for their quality, but like, I don't know. I think nowadays Call of Duty gets like a lot of,
It gets a lot of recognition.
it's not really like
For a-
quality, but
yeah,
it
for
gets
a
too much
game that doesn't
recognition.
bring Too much. It's a decent game.
I
Yeah,
kinda
I
think
mean-
Call of Duty gets it from both directions. You get people are either like Call of Duty's awesome, or people are like Call of Duty is like worst game of the year, and neither of those is
Right.
true.
I mean, like, it controls well and stuff like that, and definitely it's been fun in the past. Like, I've enjoyed it, but I don't know, just the same formula at this point.
Right. A game
Oh.
that I love seeing praise for, and I'm just looking at like my Steam library right now, is Just Cause 2.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, it's not that great of a game, but like it's pretty. I don't want to say like unknown, but it's not that popular. But it's extremely fun, just for like what it is. And I put a ton of hours into it. I think
I probably only played
well,
like 2 hours of it, but I found it like it's cool. Like I get that it's like absurd and stuff like that, but I had the same problem with the missions that I had with Crackdown, where everything seems like super repetitive.
yeah, that happened.
But like just tooling around on the island was a lot of fun.
Oh, right, and that's I did complete the story, but everything is pretty much the same. Fucking around is it's a good time. There's plenty of mods out there to even like lengthen that even more. So if you want to have like 99 of your ropes that you could shoot at like at one time, you could do that, which is always a good time. So yeah, you could have like this jumbo jet and like tailing like 2 like mini jets and like a bus like hanging from it as well. It's just I don't know, cause all kinds of
All right,
chaos.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, fun game.
That's like $3. Maybe I'll buy that.
Right.
You just convinced me. Sold.
Oh, wow.
And of course, like games like Psychonauts that have already like they become popular because they started out unpopular.
Right. Even though I feel like the opposite way about Psychonauts.
Really,
I don't like it. I don't like 3D platformers.
I love them, man. But I cherish your opinion. So.
It's all good. Yeah. Whatever.
Are cheap, crappy, free-to-play games something the industry should actively seek to discourage because they dilute the market? Free or no?
I don't know how they would. How can you, as an industry, discourage something that makes money?
Right.
Like, there's not like the Electronic Software Association or the whatever the ESA stands for is going to be like, we're banning free to play games. Like, as long as there's people out there who have a very, very limited budget but are still willing to invest in microtransactions for games that are not that good, free to play games will flourish.
Right.
Which, I mean,
If you don't
sounds
like
shitty, but
yeah, if you don't like free to play games, then don't play them. I understand. Like, I don't play free to play games just because I don't want to. But like, I'm not gonna say people shouldn't buy Angry Birds because it's ruining the industry, because it's really not. I mean, the gaming industry is freaking growing like crazy amounts. It's just like a new demographic that people are kind of like seeking out. Isn't always like you, but there's still going to be plenty of games that are releasing that people are going to find and have a lot of fun with.
Free to play is kind of a contentious issue for me, because there's been a lot of times where I think there have been shitty games that are free to play, and they're made free to play because they couldn't sell them. Like games like Moonbreakers or like Microvolts, which just came out on Steam, Brawl Buster, stuff like that. If you sold that for $10, it would get lambasted in the media because it's not worth $10. But the thing is, you can release a game like that for free, and then all of a sudden people's expectations become like zero because people care more. Most people care more about their money than they do for their time. So they're like,
Right.
oh man, Microvolts is free on Steam. Yeah, it's garbage and it crashes to desktop every 10 minutes, but at least I didn't pay anything for it. When it's like, for me, and I'm not hating on Microvolts, there are probably worse free-to-play games out there, but since that one crashes all the time, it's a good one for me to go to. For me, it's just it's a waste of my time. But I don't know. So that's one situation. It's games that are shitty that are free, so that people will actually play them and maybe capture like 5% of the audience that will pay any amount of money for it in microtransactions. And then there's games that I think are good, where I wish they weren't free to play because I find that it lessens my enjoyment of them. Like Tribes Ascend is an example of that, where if I could just buy that game for $30 and have access to all the classes and weapons, totally fine. I'd probably play that way more than I do.
Right.
As it is, like I'm playing Shoot Mania instead of Tribes Ascend, even though Shoot Mania is probably a worse game. Like graphically, it doesn't look as good. It's certainly weirder, and it's like not as robust. But because I feel like everyone's on a level playing field, for better or worse, there's people who have told me like Tribes is super balanced, even if you're playing without putting real money into it. But for better or worse, Shoot Mania feels more balanced because everyone has exactly the same weapons and stuff like that. So I'm playing more of that. And like Super Monday Night Combat is another example of that, where I thought like if I could have access to every class right off the bat without having to pay for it, then that's fine by me. Same thing with Smite, which was like a MOBA that is from Hi-Rez Studios, the same guys who are doing Tribes Ascend. So to a certain extent, as an adult who makes enough money to fund my gaming habit, basically not to act like I'm rich or anything, but to like my heart's content, I would rather pay for a game and have access to all content and feel that there are people on different levels. Because, I don't know, it kind of takes away from me, at least from a multiplayer standpoint.
I completely agree with that. Quick question. Did you buy the Trine Pack? Or not the Trine Pack, the Tribes Pack for Steam. It was like bundled. It was like for like $5, you get like $20 or something like worth of like downloadable content.
I did not. Because
me neither.
I don't like supporting that model. Like...
Right.
That's the thing is that the other thing is that people always have this like impotent rage for gaming. It's I hate that this company is doing this, and I hate myself for now paying for it. But
right.
I don't know. I'm sticking
to
my principles on this one.
If you don't like what you see, then don't buy it. Yeah,
exactly. I don't want to see. And I had a brief Twitter interaction with like the COO from Hi-Rez Studios, and I was like, "This is why I don't like your free to play model. I hope that you make a new game that doesn't use it." And I don't know, but because I'm not going to support it, and I don't know. People can support whatever they want. If you want to see more free to play games for whatever reason, then that's fine. Play more free to play games. Buy hats, buy guns, buy boosters that make you overpowered. I don't really give a shit, but I would rather pay for a game that feels balanced right out the bat. The worst example is Bellator MMA Onslaught, which is $15, but then also has the option to buy boosters for $1 that you can use in online play to make you better.
Yeah, fuck everything.
That is just garbage.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we want to move this over to a couple forum questions?
I'm not trying to shit on anybody from the forums, but I don't think there's any questions that we either A, haven't covered, or B, give us that much food for thought. Are you excited for Borderlands 2? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, because we're going to play it.
Yeah, absolutely. More questions about YouTube that I don't necessarily want to answer right away. How would you feel if you ever got extremely famous and you had a stalker who wanted to kill you? Pretty bad. That would suck.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about that.
Yeah, that would be pretty terrible.
Give me a reason to get the cops on my side for once.
Have you ever gotten so mad at a game that you've broken something?
Threw a control. I'm not happy about this.
I threw a shit.
I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops, and I died. And like I threw it like down, and like the kind of like it was a 360 controller, like that grayish part, like kind of like snapped off a bit. But like all I had to do was like clamp it down, or just like grip it like real tight, and it kind of like clicked back into place. So yeah, craze is averted, but there was an instance where I did throw a controller. I think that might be the only one that I remember. I hope it was, but yeah, something I'm not proud of at all.
I don't think I have. Usually, I just like maybe I'll clench my fists real tight and like walk around in a furious pace, but I don't think I've physically destroyed anything. Or I smashed pillows and stuff. I was like giving the old people's elbow, stuff like that. But I don't want to break anything, so I don't.
I can't remember. I feel like I probably have when I was younger, like playing StarCraft or something, because I was really bad at it.
Still are.
No, I can't remember. I'm almost positive I have, though. I was a really sore loser when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for more questions as well.
Boom, boom.
Well, I'm out.
Hey, I know. When's DayZ coming back?
I'm not
Yeah, I
answering
was
that
just
question.
gonna ask that.
Hey, I know. When's Dota coming back?
Never.
Hey, I know. When's Assassin's Creed coming back?
Never. The thing is,
when's
people don't understand about Dota 2. Like, I've mentioned it in that thread so many times. I'm like, I don't play Dota 2 anymore. I got too frustrated with the game. I don't play Dota. And people are like, okay, so you don't play Dota anymore. I understand that. So are you, like, still going to make videos on Dota? And I'm like, no. Like, absolutely not.
Like,
I can't make videos of it.
I'm going to play Dota, like me. And then you're going to commentate. Like, I'm not going to do any commentary. I'm just going to play it. And then you, like, talk.
Right, yeah.
You don't even have to, mention Dota. You just, tell a story.
Here I am. I'm about to. Oh no, I'm not going that way. I think I'm about to. No, I didn't do that either.
Yeah, like I don't play Dota anymore. Dota's never coming back. And it's this weird thing where when I made the Dota videos, people were like, hour and 10 minutes of this? I don't want to watch this. Northernlion, I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. But then I think more people got into the beta, or maybe I'm like ranking higher in searches for Dota 2 gameplay now. So it's like one of my most requested series to go back to, despite the fact that from my perspective, it was like hated. Not hated, but to a certain extent, it didn't appeal to most of my audience before. But now I get that a lot. I don't know. Let's talk about Let's Plays. Cave Story, never gonna happen. Never gonna go back and finish that. Dark Souls, I'm done with Dark Souls. Why people keep asking for more Dark Souls? It's done. I did it. I did it all. Yeah. I'm gonna play the DLC when it comes back. Maybe I'll do more invasions. Dota 2, never gonna happen.
Full co-op in PC.
It's co-op, but it's weird. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, because it's like instance co-op. Like you can only like do co-op at certain points.
Right, and you have to be in like a certain state.
Yeah.
Like you have to use items to be able to go to co-op. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, sure.
It's a good game. You should pick it up when it comes out.
I think I might.
What was it? Okay, DayZ. Yes, like I want to play more of it. Game updates like every 2 days, and that's a pain in the ass for me to keep up with. So
somebody made a plugin that it automatically updates that shit.
And then so I got this. It's called 6 Updater, and then I like did it, and I was like, wow, that's way easier. And then I went to the DayZ site the next day, and it's like problems with the newest update on 6 Updater, and I'm like, oh fucking Christ! I want to play the game. Every time I want to play DayZ, if I take like 2 days off from DayZ and I want to go back to it, I can't. I have to take an hour to download the new shit. But anyway, if you want to watch more DayZ content, it's out there on the internet. And I feel bad for being like, go seek out somebody else. But you can find it. Tons of people are Let's Playing it. It's probably one of the most popular games to be Let's Played right now. If you want more DayZ content from me, be patient. I'll do it when I do it. I don't want to just go into it. It's another one of those things where I don't understand, because every comment when I post a DayZ video is telling me shit I did wrong. And then I wait a week and every comment's like, hey, Northernlion, why do you want to do DayZ anymore? I don't understand. Maybe because everyone is saying negative things in the comments every video. Like, oh, what an idiot, doesn't even know that if you throw your can of beans at a zombie, it'll distract them for 11.2 seconds. Hey, Northernlion, why are you discouraged from making this video in the future? Like, I don't know. QQ, but DayZ, it'll come back at some point in some form. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't remember what else. Trials is never coming back, probably. I got enough gameplay out of Trials. It's a good game.
Well, somebody asked if we'd do that for a spa episode, but
the multiplayer is not strong enough, I think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's too shallow.
But there's other stuff always in the works for spa.
We got a lot of spa games in the Steam sale.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I'm definitely gonna kick your Rudy Poo asses and Worms Reloaded at some point.
I hope so. Let's all play Worms.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
Yeah. There's a couple other stuff, but that'll come as we find time. Again, like, don't expect too much on that front, anyways, for the next couple weeks. due to vacationing.
Correct.
So, be patient, people. We love you. Just, other stuff going on in our lives sometimes too. I don't think there's really. We should, end this episode. We want to do our little social plugs.
All right.
Take her away, Northern.
If you want to subscribe to me, you have probably already done it because you're watching this video.
Oh, scumbag!
But if you want to follow me on Twitter, that's my main social media network of choice. That is twitter.com/NorthernLionLP, Facebook.com/NorthernLion. I don't really go there that much, but if you want to talk to other people about how shitty I am at Spelunky, there you go. And you can find me on the forums a lot, forums.savingprogress.com. How about Josh? Why don't you go next?
Sure. You can find me, JSmithOTI, on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter. It's JSmith_OTI. And I'm always on the forums, and I'm on the Steam group, so come check us out on that. It's the Saving Progress fans group. So I'm on chat a lot, actually. I like seeing everyone in there. It's nice, making sure everyone's alive and safe.
Cool.
Anyways,
beans.
Michael Fox.
I am on the Twitter universe, the Twitterverse as well. Twitter.com/MichaelALFox. Forget about Facebook. Fuck Facebook. I'm just joking. I do have a Facebook page, but I don't really use it. I just have it. And what else? Of course, I'm on the forums right now. More my attention on the forums in general is regrettably not so much discussion right now. I'm trying to take in feedback and get them kind of up to snuff as much as possible, trying to make it work for you guys. But definitely there as well. Forums are a fun place to be, so get the hell over there. What are you waiting for? And that's pretty much it for me. So, and YouTube as well. YouTube.com/MichaelALFox. Got some cool stuff going on my channel. So, yep.
Is that it?
That's it for me.
We're done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first podcast that we've done. I think that was shorter than the last one.
Well, we can't have that.
Good job, team.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.
As always,
Thanks
thank you guys for
listening.
joining me.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, I'll see you guys later.
The toodles. Toast my goats.
I can't leave this on Totes My Goats.
You
Totes
got
his
it.
goats.
Where did that originate from? Somebody said I said that in the video, and they're like, "Dude, that made it all the way to Canada."
Everyone, be quiet, and we'll just let it fade away.
Okay.
Totes my goats. Boom, 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 boom.
Goodbye.
Boom, boom,